Dean, they finally got me. They finally got me.
IRS?
No, I'm not Fern.
Oh, he's not
TikTok
Fern.
shop. TikTok shop, Dean.
Oh, I've actually
I
bought something from TikTok shop before.
really, is it legit? It was the most non-legit
Yeah.
legit purchase I've ever made.
This is a big controversy on the show because
They're
Dean
telling
said it,
me.
and we're like, "What the fuck? You buy stuff off TikTok?"
I never heard of this. Every TikTok, every other fucking TikTok is trying to sell me something. It's like buy this
Yeah,
sponge,
it's really
buy this candy, buy this sunflower seed.
Fucking laptop
And
stands.
now,
What adult toy did you buy?
so
Wow.
it's called the Dark Knight. So we are,
Whoa.
if you know, you know. We're playing D&D in person now, my family and I, and we've tried printing these maps, and boy, printing maps is expensive. And so I was like, you know, this Arzopa monitor that fucking 95% of my ads are about this fucking monitor. They kept saying like you could buy this monitor for like less than the price of a Switch game. You could buy this monitor for like less than this, and I'm like, bro, when I go to buy it, it's like $100. Like I don't know what the fuck discount y'all have, but it's not that price for me. And so finally, this girl's like, you could buy this for less than the price of like whatever. And I was like, that's pretty cheap. Like if I could get it for that price, is cheap enough that I could spend the money. And sure enough, I don't know what fucking happened, but I had the magical coupon codes, and I got a portable monitor for $30.
$30? There's no way.
Yeah, and it was free shipping. So it was like free shipping, then 50% off, and then there was like a $20 coupon.
You have
So it went from like
insurance,
80.
like fire,
Yeah,
right?
I paid through PayPal. Yeah, so I think so. I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. So you'll get it. Like they want you to get it. That way, when you hook it up to your Wi-Fi, they steal all your information and give it to some.
That might be
Chinese.
true.
Well, the first time I'm going to hook it up, it's actually going to be at your house. So that shouldn't be any problem. I'll be on the
Absolutely
shitter
not.
plugging my Wi-Fi in.
Then they'll be like, "Oh no, what do we do? All of this, we're getting infected by this guy's network." Jesus, what
They're
does
like,
he
this
have on
guy's using Netherlands VPN to look at all this porn. What is he doing? And yeah, so I'm excited. But I finally bought something on the TikTok shop.
Can I make
Bro,
a
that's-
confession?
Yes, yeah, I bought like
Yes,
some wheel
course.
cleaner for my truck.
Weed? What?
That's all I bought.
Why would you buy wheel
Wheel
cleaner? You just
cleaner?
go to O'Reilly's
Wheel
and
is
buy
definitely I heard
not
wheel
what you
too.
said.
Because I've tried all this stuff at O'Reilly's and stuff, and it really doesn't work.
Now,
But
was
that's
it
cool.
good? Was it really good on the the
I
TikTok
haven't
shop
tried it.
brand? God damn it, Dean.
But instead of like a $30
Dirty
bottle,
ass
it was like
wheels.
12.
Wow.
Just save
Eddie,
yourself
what did you?
$150.
What's your confession?
Oh, it's
Wow, hang on,
not
hang on.
that big
Let
of
me
a
play
deal.
the
I
clip.
don't think.
Let me play the clip.
Wow, I just saved myself $150.
Go ahead, Eddie.
It's not that big of a deal, but I don't have a TikTok, and I've never
Really?
I've never downloaded the app. Like I boycotted it the second
Contrarian.
it became a thing,
Uh-huh.
and I've been talking about this a lot recently because I was hanging out with some 20-year-olds, and they're like, "How the hell are you not on TikTok?" And I was like, "Dude, I was done after Instagram and Facebook. I'm done, dude.
I don't have it either.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm on TikTok because I don't post shit. But there's some
I do.
big titty goth girls on there that need my attention, and that's about
I
it.
see those big titty
Yeah.
goth girls. I just see them a week after you see them.
You're not wrong.
Where do you see them at?
Yeah,
WeChat?
Instagram.
They're on YouTube
Oh,
Shorts.
Instagram. I see everything from
Oh,
TikTok
yeah,
on
that
Instagram. It's just like
Wow.
a week or two later.
Yeah,
It's like
He's
a
on-
time zone, like a
Yeah.
time.
because
Just
I have
like
a
I'm
buddy that
Australian.
sends me like funny
Wait.
memes, and it's like, oh, I saw those last week on TikTok. I don't.
Dean's
tell
already masturbated to those at least 4 times by the time you see it.
Oh my!
Speaking of
What the hell?
being behind on the times, you know what I saw yesterday
that?
at Half Price Books? I saw an Oppenheimer DVD, and I almost bought it for Ben. I didn't know that they made DVDs anymore of like current movies. I didn't know.
Oh, an
that.
actual DVD. Okay, I
It
thought
was
you were just
expensive
being
as shit
hyperbolic.
too.
How much
it was
was
like
it?
$20 for a
For a
DVD, a
DVD?
used DVD.
I could get the 4K Blu-ray for that price. Holy shit!
I know.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Brand
that's
new.
like retail.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe
Those
it's like
are
a
Canada
short print.
prices.
Those are Canada. I thought it was
Yeah.
in CAD. Sam
still
Giss says,
buying-
curious minds want to know, has Dean come over to see your cool AC yet? He has not. He has not.
That one hurts. I'm
That
offended
does
for
hurt.
you, honestly.
I'm over here just chilling like this,
Here in my garage, just bought the.
and he doesn't
I have a
even want to
question.
come see me. Yeah,
What-
what's up?
What do you?
I'm coming up
keep-
to Thursday. We agreed on
I might have
Thursday.
plans.
Wow.
Thursday. Yeah, I don't know. I might have
Holy
plans
shit.
Thursday. I didn't. It just came up.
He never has plans, so you know
Something
that's a
came
lot.
up.
Because
We're
he
going to a
was-
baseball game.
Yeah, I know, dude.
We planned the
Yeah,
day,
planned
and
to
now
clean
he's
them
like,
wheels.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm sorry.
Because
It's
he likes
Taco
to
Bell
hold it
Value
over
Night.
me.
Hey, Taco Bell has chicken nuggets. I heard. No.
I
You
would
see
not
that?
eat a chicken nugget at Taco Bell.
Wow, I wouldn't eat shit at Taco Bell anymore.
No, their
but
their
Wow.
cantina quesadillas are delicious.
Are they really?
Actually, we may. I don't know. Victoria has homework, so
anytime I eat
possible.
Taco Bell,
Said
immediate
we planned.
bad mistake.
Well, no, you said Thursdays work best. That doesn't. We're not like hard committed to Thursday. And I would argue that you said the second I had AC, you'd be here, and it's been installed for many seconds.
You didn't text me. It's done. I didn't find out till the next week on the show.
Are you kidding me? I was texting the Patreon chat every fucking update.
Zach, you
there was like
know
45
I'm in
pictures.
there all the
He had a
time.
picture of the guy installing it. He had a picture when it was done.
Yeah,
It was kind of
He had a
strange,
picture of
to
the
be
picture.
honest.
Yeah,
don't-
it
yeah.
was in the chat. I do.
Well, you're never in the chat. That's the problem.
I'm not.
What are you doing? What are
never
you
in the
doing?
chat.
Turned
No, you're
into,
never in the chat. We need to talk. You know, what? We're gonna have an
turned into
intervention right
cold
now.
open on Dean.
No, people at me all the
We're
time. I
warming him
jump
up.
in there and talk to them.
Dean's a
and
man
post
about
pictures,
town.
like, I'm not
He's-
never in the chat. I just not always in it.
If you're in the Patreon chat, you let me know the last time you had a correspondence from Dean. I would be very curious to.
Oh,
hear.
I'm not in it, and I have not had a correspondence from Dean in a while. In fact, any message I send to Dean,
We were
I just know
texting this week.
Wow, you
I
text
know
him?
he'll
Damn
answer me
you.
the next day.
Wow.
Who's more
Dean's-
responsive,
Dean's the
Dean
kinda
or Ben
guy-
Thomas?
Dean's the kind of guy you send him
Oh, at
a
least
picture,
Dean's here.
You send Dean
Holy
a
shit.
picture of
Oh
something
my!
you think he needs, and 4 hours later he'll respond that he doesn't need it, as if you're still there
Right?
with the thing.
Yeah, Ben's like, hey guys, I have this
Nah,
I have this paint emergency. It's like, bro, what? I better not see him on Katera Snapchat. That's all I'm saying.
100% he will
Wow.
be. Just the funny thing about Ben
Why
is
do
he'll
you
be
even
like,
have her Snapchat?
holy
Oh,
crap.
she showed me
Hey,
Adventure Time. I'm
This
a
paint is
Adventure Time
too
stuff.
wet, guys. I can't leave it.
Ew, nasty boy.
Holy shit. This man Ben will be like,
Nasty.
sorry, bud. Crazy week at work. Can't read these messages right now. And then on every social media platform, including TikTok, you will see 5,000 subscribers. It's like, holy shit, I thought you were busy. But you had
Ben's
time
like,
to
sorry
look at
guys,
this."
sorry guys, I had a hell of a week. Can't participate. And then he's like on some random stream you've never heard of.
Oh my
Like,
God.
What the fuck?
He's 1/6. Holy shit. Love you, Ben. Congratulations on 5K, by the way.
We're actually just jealous, Ben. That's actually really cool. Don't forget us when you get your plaque, Ben. Anyways,
Oh, there he is. Speaking of the
Congrats,
devil.
congrats.
Oh, is he really in the chat? I'm on the highway. Oh, we're just kidding,
About
Ben.
to-
We love you. Don't
About to
worry
crash,
about
just-
poor Ben.
Poor guy.
Poor Ben.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection. These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Jesus Christ. Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
I'm Marco.
I'm Eddie.
Badfish.
Oh, bad fish.
Road trip. Who's in?
No, not you, Seamus.
Anyways, welcome to
Holy shit.
That's amazing.
Oh boy, welcome to this week's episode
Delete
of
that
Collecting
clip.
Weekly.
How dare
It's
you?
a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank everyone out there watching us live or on the replay on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, wherever you're watching us. down in Australia, gotten some Australia love lately, or Portugal, or where were we?
Portugal. We actually climbing the
it was
charts again.
Portugal.
We're 175 right now. We're climbing the charts.
Hell yeah!
Like
Shout
a
out
phoenix
Portugal.
rising from the ashes.
Yeah, and quick shout out to Collector's Own. Bunch of sweet angels over there.
Speaking of sweet angels over there, we got Toy Mafia, Sam Gist, OG fan, Sith Scale Collector, Darth Tamaris, Gigi the Judgmental, Alvin J. Let's see, your 12-inch Moose stream. He's got a lot of stuff that he's paying off. Very cool. Big O Fern, Action Figure Academy, Universal Key, Oilers Workshop. Let's see here, Alvin J, Charlie the Unicorn, hashtag Stickergate. Oilers says I never got a TikTok, even though someone created a fake of me, and it's actually driven traffic to my YouTube channel. Can we have that? That sounds incredible. Are you kidding me? I do nothing and get all the benefit. Abe Dunks TV, King Dingaling. Let's see here. Eddie Arrow Maestro says Taco Bell Value Night is valid. We got Abe in the chat. Norman Rich, Ben Thomas. I officially quit CW Kateras in Ontario. I'm on the highway headed home, you motherfuckers. Let's see here. Whiplash DN says episode 1 is fire. I'm curious. I take it you're talking about
Star Wars?
Phantom Menace. Although our first episode is fire. Aaron Grove, I tried to FF the intro, but it's live. First off, how dare you fast forward any part of our show? Second off, welcome. And Cylon. Dean, we have a Star Wars. There we go. We have a great show for the people of the world. And we start off all of our great shows with a very special segment.
Yeah, we do. You guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I ain't getting jack shit. What about you guys?
Wow. All right, 2 weeks without Sonic figures. I feel like this is a blessing, honestly.
It's no way. It's because he's
Yeah,
saving up for more Sonic figures.
I think he's going to have a drop of like 50.
You know what? I'm going to order one right now, so I have it for this week.
Holy shit. So I got the tumbler. So I've had this for a little while. First of all, whoever's going to say that I'm upset because the box is damaged, this is fine. This is not a collector's box. It's cardboard, whatever. As long as the actual vehicle is fine, no harm, no foul. So fuck off. But yeah, so this is one that we talked about. I think I got this maybe like 3 weeks ago. I just haven't opened it yet. Gigi was the one that intercepted it on the porch. She didn't know it was coming. She wasn't very happy about it. Yeah, but you know, I got a hell of a deal on this from Sideshow. So I think when they were doing, I want to say it was 35% off, but my total shipped came out to a little over $400. So at the end of the day, this is something that I had on pre-order that I was going to pay full price for. And now that I've waited, like I'm very happy with that price. So even if it's, you know, as flawed as folks say it is, I think, yeah, for $400, I'm going to be pretty happy with this.
Jesus.
Zach, I'm going to need some pointers from you in terms of dummy batteries, though, in terms of brands you might recommend. Because, yeah, I want this thing lit up. Yeah. And obviously no USB.
Yeah, so the ones that I used, I mean, they're kind of look like the shittiest product ever made, but they work well. I don't know if there's like a quality brand, but I can send you the ones that I bought on Amazon, and hopefully they still produce the product. But yeah, they're all about the same quality.
Okay.
I'm incredibly jealous. Fern called dibs. I call second dibs.
Wow.
I doubt you'll sell this though, but I've wanted this piece. I think, Dean, we were at Buddy's and he was doing a raffle for it, and ever since I've seen it in person, I've wanted it bad. Yeah. So
this is something I'd like to see in your hands too. Pause. Because I think you would do some cool modifications to like maybe add mud to the tires, or who knows what you could cook up.
Yeah.
But you do creative stuff that I don't have the skills to do. So
there we go. Everyone, my birthday is in June. I also need a Batman, so just kidding.
There you go.
Well, congratulations, Marco. This is really, really, really cool.
Appreciate that.
Eddie, what did you get?
Yeah, we got a week of Batmobile stuff. So
wow, I
got the Ramen Toys. It's called CAG set or CAG set. I don't know why it's called that, but it's a custom canopy for the McFarlane Toys Batmobile from Batman Returns. So as you can see here on this picture, the left is the canopy that the Batmobile comes with, and on the right, that's the custom. And so the windows are slightly skinnier and they're tinted, and it's got more of a swoop, which makes the Batmobile look way better. but I just wanted to do a comparison shot. And this is the Batmobile with all the attachments. So it comes with the machine guns, the canopy, and then the gas caps that you could put on the back of the Batmobile
like
because he, for some reason, didn't put those on there. And I think they originally had made this because the first release of the Batmobile they did had a gray canopy. And it was like, so it was glossy. The Batmobile was glossy, which was inaccurate. And then the canopy was like a light gray. And nobody knew like why he did that. So originally they did it for that. But on the second release of the Batmobile, they fixed it. They made it matte and it was black, same matching the car. But now it has the tinted windows. It just looks way cleaner, in my opinion. So I'm glad. And it was only like $20, $25, I think.
Dude, that's a deal.
And I think if you look up Ramen Toys on Instagram, I think they're still on pre-order for another wave if you wanted to get it for your Batmobile. But I'm not sure about that. But
the original, did it not come with the guns, or these are just like painted better?
No, they it didn't come with the guns. There's detail underneath where the guns are, so these guns just kind of there's like some like ridges and texturing underneath where the guns are at, and these just kind of clip. They made it to where this clips over that.
Oh, that's
so
I like that.
And then the gas caps have like that 3M sticky tape underneath it, so you put that on there, and the canopy was kind of annoying to put on. You have to unscrew the whole bottom of the Batmobile because the way they made it, there's like a little button and it pops up the canopy. So you have to unscrew it to like get that whole spring-loaded mechanism to work. And so it took like 20 minutes to install the canopy. But this is a picture of how it looks like when you order it, and then with the new canopy on it. So I think it
10
looks
times
sick.
better.
Yeah,
it's wild.
And then you can see. Sorry, you can see what's under the guns right there. That's like that.
Oh yeah, it's like the greebling.
Yeah.
Crazy because even the color of your floors changes too. So that's a nice little perk.
Wow.
But no,
this
this
also
looks so much better.
Dare you?
This is not my picture. I got this off Instagram. Ramen Toys reposted it from a guy named Geeky82 or 83. It's one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is not my picture because I didn't get a before and after, but it looks pretty good.
Is this
crazy how? It's just crazy how different, how much bigger those canopy lenses are, or like windshields.
Yeah, no, it's like a stark difference. It's crazy. I didn't notice how much better it would look now before. Like I thought it was fine, but now it looks way sicker, you know.
The Fern wants to know, is this the one that you have, which has the black metal on the top or windshield? Is that the Flash version or the 2-pack version?
This is the. What is the 2-pack version? This is
It was the one where the Batman was packed.
This is not the Flash. This is. It was on his own, and it came with Keaton. It's not the Flash version.
I have the Flash version, and it's glossy and not as good as this version.
So the Flash was the one they originally released, right?
Yeah, and it has different wheel caps too, like bronze.
Okay, was that the first time they had ever done the 89 at that scale?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now they're doing the tumbler too, so I'm gonna end up getting the tumbler.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the
that's
tumbler.
coming.
Want that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of they're going deep with the whole Dark Knight line with they kind of
they did the
teased
Bat
it all.
Pod.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff's coming for that. So if you want McFarlane Dark Knight stuff, all that's coming.
And that's what I go with for my vehicles because I don't have the space. I have the Bat Pod Hot Toy, but other than that, I'm not gonna get vehicles. So all of my vehicles will be from McFarlane probably.
Honestly, though, the detail is nice enough on these McFarlane vehicles. So I saw the 89 Batmobile in person when we went to Frankenson, and I do have that one on the way as well from Hot Toys. But it's like, okay, it's not that much more detail. It's just bigger, right? So it's like nice enough, but I feel like at this scale, this is perfect for the cost and the size savings. This is perfect.
I say that all the time, Marco.
I'm saying.
1/12 is like, the 1/10 to 1/12 scale. You're really spoiled for choice because there's the Ultimate Justice League RC Batmobile, and then there's the Hot Wheels 1/10 scale the Batman Batmobile, and you can get both of those really cheap, and then obviously the McFarlane ones. So in theory, you could have like a pretty tricked out assortment of Batmobiles.
Yeah. And I'm
So-
pretty sure McFarlane's gonna end up doing the Batman as well. He did the bike for that, so I'm sure he'll do that Batmobile at some point.
He did the Drifter too. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I have that set still. Let's see here. Eddie, you also got some more stuff.
Yeah, I got this is the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes popcorn bucket that is like, I don't know if it's AMC exclusive, but I got it at AMC. I didn't know this was even a thing. Normally, I'm not the guy that gets the popcorn buckets. I know it was a big thing with Dune and everything, and I'll probably want the one for Wolverine and Deadpool, even though I don't know what it is. I'm gonna want everything from that movie.
Did you see Ryan Reynolds? He said, "Just wait."
Yeah,
Wait to see what we're cooking up.
There's like rumors that it's gonna be as crazy as the Dune one, so I'm interested to see what they do with it. But so when I got to the movie, I saw that they had this, and the cashier was showing it to me, and the thing that sold me was the keychain of Caesar's window. It's like the layout of Caesar's window from the first movie, and I was like, dude, I need that keychain. So I got it for the keychain, and I had AMC points, so I ordered 2 drinks, popcorn, whatever, and the bucket is normally like $30, I think, which is cheap for buckets because I think normally they're like $50 or something. They like overcharge for these things. So I ended up getting like everything that I got for $30 because I had $15 off, so it was kind of a deal. And so the lid looks like Caesar's window, and it twists open, and that's where the keychain was. And then the tin is just a normal tin. But I'll like having the lid at least on display, and then the keychain is on my gym bag, so it's really cool.
That's sick.
And the picture is the new character. It's not Caesar. It's this guy's name is Noah.
Nova?
No,
What's his name?
Noah.
Noah.
Yeah.
Was it? I mean, as spoiler free as possible. Was the movie pretty good?
I liked it a lot. I really liked it. It's set in the distant
bad.
future, so like obviously Caesar's not in it, but they talk about Caesar a lot. It was really good. I enjoyed it, the hell of it. So
I'm so excited.
I saw a tweet. It was like, are we not talking about how garbage Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is? And then somebody was like, you weren't there on opening night to hear the no, and it shows. And I was like, yeah,
that was
like,
powerful, bro.
I remember because I didn't see him in theaters either, and we watched it for movie of the week, and I was like, oh, I guess because I love the old Planet of the Apes. And when that fucking scene happened, I completely did a 180. I was like, okay, this movie might be fucking badass.
I remember you were telling me how like not excited you were to watch it, and then you're like, bro, I'm gonna fucking watch them all like tonight.
Yeah, dude, insane.
One of my favorite memories. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're great, yeah.
if you are a fan of at least the new ones and the whole series, it does a good job of continuing that, and then kind of like if you watched War, it kind of continues on where that one kind of ended, where it was like kind of a split, and there was this group of monkeys and this group of monkeys, and then so it kind of continues on from there. So it's good. I thought it was really good, and
it's kind of wild.
Said Rocka's a badass character.
What a wonderful day. Should I like that?
It's just kind of insane that this film was good at all, though, right? Because this is like another trilogy that shouldn't exist. Because I almost could argue that original, or sorry, not the original, but the remake trilogy shouldn't exist. They had no business being that good, and so the fact that this one's still continuing that's kind of wild. It's like a minor miracle.
For real. I can't wait. Badfish, what did you get?
So I actually picked this up when I went to see Phantom Menace on the weekend. So I was like, I went down to GameStop before the show, and this happened to be there. So I was like, why not? Freaking was with tax was almost $40 though.
What is it?
What is it? You haven't said what it is.
Oh, Anakin Skywalker. I'm sorry for the audio listeners. Black Series, Anakin Skywalker, Phantom Menace.
$40?
Yeah, so I've started cherry picking these things because like I'm looking at old ones that I had, and they were $26.99. Now they're $34.99. Yeah. So yeah, and especially for this scale, but I had to grab this. I want to do like Anakin as a kid, and then like in the with the short hair, probably, maybe the long hair too, and then Vader. So like do the different stages. You can
Sam
Stop
Giss.
enabling
Zach
that.
said one of his favorite memories was with you. Go to visit him, dog. You put an AC for you. I think. Stop with the disappointment. When Dean
that
comes
he's
to my
taking
house,
this-
you will know. You will know,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen.
Sam's taking this personally too.
Dude, I'm taking it personally too. Been waiting. Like a Civil War widow just waiting for him to come home.
Did they have a lot of these Badfish? Or was there only one?
They should be pretty available. I was gonna order on Amazon, but I just ended up seeing it there. So I was gonna grab this either way, and then when I saw it there, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick it up. So, and then yeah, seeing the movie again on the big screen was awesome. If you haven't done it, you might have a chance still. I think there's like 2 days left, maybe 4 days left to see it, but it was they need to do that more often. I was saying, I've said it before, like they need to put the Star Wars movies in the theaters more often.
Yeah, it's fun. I wanted to go see Phantom Menace, and I wanted to see all the old Spider-Man movies, and I didn't see any of it.
God damn it, Eddie.
I know, dude. I screwed up, man. I didn't have a Clifford with me. I was alone.
Jesus Christ, how dare you?
Oh my God.
How dare you? Let's see here. So I got a really cool package this week. We actually, I unboxed it. Like a
Is this Rekka? Who's this guy?
No, how dare you? This is not Rekka. This is the starting Helldivers armor from Helldivers 2. So this is from Mike Sitscale Collector in the chat.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, that's crazy because I play with Mike way more than you do. But
it's because you're not in the Patreon
Wow.
chat. If you make memories with these people, Dean, and then they love you and you love them. At any rate, I am very excited, and I've commissioned
that's
him
fucking
already
sweet.
to make the machine gunner helmet that I wear almost exclusively. And so hopefully I'll have a second helmet for Mike. But yeah, it's a 1-to-1 scale 3D print. He printed it, finished it, painted it, weathered it. And I consider
That's
myself
amazing.
pretty good at all of those things, but I think he is far better than I am, because the finishing
for
work on
sure.
this is fucking crazy.
Did you have
He's
to
way
send
better
him
than you, for
your
sure.
head measurements? Because goddamn, I'm surprised
so-
this fit.
So he had me measure my head, like I think it was like a few measurements, and then also let's see if you can see the mouse here, but like
What
where
they say
this
about guys with big heads, right?
small hands, baby, they with this part here, like the Sub-Zero face mask, he put some elastic on it, so it actually like opens. Sorry, let me turn my camera back on. It like opens as you put it on, and then it forms back in. So
Okay.
it fits
That's cool.
perfectly. In
looks
fact,
good.
I would say what I'm going to do is add a little bit of foam to the top and the side so it sits a little more proud. But I love it so much. And it's actually on right there behind me. Oh, other way, this way.
The
Behind me right there,
weathering right above the lens, if you bring back right above the lens where like the different plastic is or a different metal.
Yeah, looks
it's
good.
so good.
Also,
Awesome
things like
work.
this diagonal thing, I would
Yeah.
probably never do that myself. The thing when I weather is I get too uniform, and I also tend to go too heavy historically. And so this is like just enough. And like that little diagonal scratch is like perfectly random, and I really struggle with random. So
And the weathering on the Helldivers logo too.
okay, so what's really cool is I did have a small part in making the ones that he's made, because I think he's made like 2 or 3. But he was saying like to paint this decal is kind of hard to freehand it, and I actually cut these decals on my Cricut and then sent them to him for the product.
Oh, nice.
Aaron Grove says, "Isn't it bad to use a 3D printed helmet like breathing in the microdust?" I mean, it's cleaned out on the inside.
He has AC.
You know,
It's all
yeah.
good.
Once you do all the clean up and you spray it and seal it, I don't really think it's a risk, to be honest. And if it is a risk, I wear it 10 seconds maybe, so I think I'll survive. But Charlie says not worse than eating Taco Bell. Yeah, I think the cheesy gordita crunch I had was a little more dangerous. But yeah, I've seriously, this is one of the coolest things that I've ever had. And then keeping with Helldivers, we found this guy on the internet that makes Warhammer scale models for Helldivers, and I printed out 12 divers. So he does a scout armor set, a heavy weapon set, and then a welcome pack of the standard armor set. And then he also has files for the mechs, the dropship, and the pod, the Pelican rather. And so I've printed out 3 fire teams and a mech, and I'm trying to see if I can print the Pelican dropship. It might be a bit too big for my printer, but yeah, these came out really good, the prints, and printed them with that ABS resin, so they should be pretty durable for like the gun barrels. So those came out pretty good.
They're awesome.
And I'll be painting them here soon, and then
so much democracy in this stream. I love it.
I know, staying with the miniatures. So I had been wanting this Yawning Portal Wind diorama for a long time, and it's pretty bad. It's not as good as I thought it would be.
It looks
really? All of these little squares are held together with one clip, and like when you pick it up, it's like imagine picking up a pizza from the middle. It just like everything just, they don't give you enough clips, so it's not very durable. So what I want to do is get some MDF and cut it to fit under this, and then just use like some little glue dots to, make it firm. Because I would like to actually use it as a play piece. And then also this portal piece, there's supposed to be a double-sided mirror in front of it, and it's supposed to create like an infinity effect when you look down into the well. But during shipping, the double-sided mirror got punched in, like the box was kicked in.
Okay, twice? No one twice. That's okay.
Wait,
Mayor?
what?
What the fuck is a
Mirror?
mirror?
A mirror? How do you say it?
Thing.
Mirror. Okay,
Mirror?
San Antonio. Don't fucking come at me like that.
No.
Come for the king, you best not miss. Anyways, this mirror was pushed in. Yeah. And the glass was all broken. So I shout out to WizKids. I was kind of concerned because I was looking up their customer support, and apparently WizKids is owned by NECA, and we know how bad NECA customer service can be, but thankfully it's a different division. As such, they already have a replacement part out in the mail, and they said I should be getting it hopefully by Monday. So I will replace this, and then it will be perfect. I already have like some of our personal D&D characters, so like Bernard, who's our bard, is on the stage playing his music, and then I got like some of our D&D characters, so mine, Victoria's, and Zothis, which is Jay's, and Estrella.
Let's go.
And so I'm gonna have them all just kind of in the bar having a good time, and yeah, I can't wait. So
so quick question, could you print more clips, or is it better to just do the other solution,
so
do you think?
Yeah, so
you can pick it up
to
and
buy
grab the
100
whole-
clips is like $10, so it's not really worth my time to print it. But from what I've read, people that bought like essentially 200 more clips even then said it was still pretty floppy, so I'm not really going to waste my time disassembling it because it is kind of a pain in the ass to put it together. They also don't give you any fucking instructions, which is really annoying. At any rate, I will be I think I'm just gonna do that thing.
It
to
looks
have
cool though.
The thing on it, but it's so cool. There's even like I don't have a picture of it, but like this thing is a fireplace that lights up.
Damn.
And then you obviously have this thing, which I'm gonna do a dummy battery for, so it can stay lit 24/7. And then you got the bartender, and I gotta get.
So that is lit up in the center. I was gonna say it's very.
Yeah, it's like LEDs on the outside. It's really
I thought it was
cool.
just the way it was painted. Okay.
No.
You think this is a new addiction though?
Oh, I have a lot of D&D minis, and this is cool because you can kind of just set them up in the bar. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna keep like all of my minis, and then when I play with them, I'll just take them out of the bar. And
They don't
play
give
with
you
them.
the second floor, do they?
They do. I don't like it because it blocks the light.
Yeah.
And it's also not that elegant. But I have like little throwbacks to our first campaign. So this little dude in the blue cape, he's that tiger guy that we fought. Remember the Inquisitor Dean? He's on this side of the stairwell. He's like a giant djinn with a flaming sword. So like some of the villains that we fought are in this bar also. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely pretty cool.
Nice.
But
yeah, I loved playing Neverwinter on the PlayStation, and that's where you go is the Yawning Portal to get to anywhere in the game.
Yeah.
So like I spent a lot of time on the Yawning Portal.
Oh, I'm jealous. I am jealous, and I filmed an
I'm
unboxing.
jealous.
I'm
You
not.
got the fucking playset.
Well, I'm jealous you got to play the game.
Well, it's free.
Anyways,
It's free
if
to
you
play,
come to
but-
visit, you can come look at it. We can play little
Nice.
dollies with them.
I said
Anyways,
No
well,
commitment.
we'll see. We shall see. Starting with new pre-orders, we have God Loki by Hot Toys. There's two versions. You have the standard and the artisan. $290 for the standard, $445 for the deluxe. These are releasing April to September 2025. And I have to say, I don't know. I think the artisan, I think they really gotta work on it. Because it doesn't look, in my opinion, I don't think it looks that good. I still think the sculpted is the way to go. I think the portrait is incredible. I think like when you look back at this and you're like, as a whole, I think the figure looks incredible. Not the biggest Loki fan, but bro, if I was going to get a Loki, it would be this Loki. I love that Hot Toys is really leaning in to sort of like the throne thing. You got like Boba on throne, now you have Loki on throne. I think these are fucking sick, and I also think this set is a banger. Anytime there's an artisan release, I think it's good to remind people that if there's a figure that you really want, I would follow all of Sideshow's social media, because a lot of people I saw were complaining about the emails. Like, oh, by the time I got the email, it was sold out. First and foremost, I want to say I'm almost certain that they released the time that the pre-order would go live well in advance. So there's that. Obviously, that time may not work for everyone, but I want to say they did do that this time. And also,
Even
you have to
better
remember
than. Sorry, Zach. I was just gonna say even better than following Sideshow's, accounts. I would just say be in a Facebook group, either Collecting Weekly or like that's where you're really gonna get the info. People are gonna be looking out for one another, and that's how you're gonna find out when this drops.
Yeah, and even in our Patreon chat, there were people that were willing to be in line to improve others' odds, which we love to see. But the point I'm making
Dean,
is,
but others,
Yeah, the point I'm making
fuck?
is do not rely, like, if they give you the time, don't wait to get the email, because the emails, they're sending hundreds of thousands of emails. They don't go to everyone at the same time. They take minutes or hours to complete their full email roster. And so if they give you a time, just be there at that time. They usually start pretty close to on time. I think the longest I've seen was like a 30-40 minute delay for, I think it was the Artisan Joker. But, with all the information they've given us these days, you really only have yourself to blame if you really want something and you completely miss the pre-order. Now, there's nothing you can do if you're there and you get shafted with a bad number. That's just life. But I saw a lot of people say, well, I didn't see it until 2 p.m. and by that time it was sold out, and Sideshow's terrible, Hot Toys is terrible, and I think it just kind of, you look a little silly doing that. So, but yeah, there's two versions. Like I said, sculpted, rooted. I like the sculpted. But Dean, what do you think about this?
I like both. I personally wouldn't buy a rooted. I just don't like futzing with it. I hate it. That being said, I still think it looks fantastic. I think either way you go, you would have been happy. I know it's already sold out. So if you're out there and you got one and not the other, I honestly wouldn't really kind of bat an eye one way or the other. But I will say, I agree with Zach. They need to do better with the artisan in terms of incentivizing you to buy it. And it's more expensive because all you're getting is rooting hair, but they're the same figure. You get all the same shit. You're only getting the hair for X amount of dollars more. And I don't know what the exact dollar amount is. But
normally about $150.
155, I think, in this case.
It's like either, I don't know, like put an accessory with it or something else, or bring the price down. Kind of like the thing we saw with the Revan and the coins. It's like, it's the same price, but I guess I'd rather just have the coin than not have it if it's the same fucking price. So it's like if you're really trying to incentivize someone to buy the artisan version, there's got to be something there, either more or less. Does that make sense? Less in
Dean,
terms of
but
price, more in terms of items in the box.
Yeah, I think
counterpoint
it's
though, they don't need an incentive though, right? Because these sell out right away. Like, so they don't need to
yeah.
incentivize anymore. That kind of grosses me out too. But go ahead, Zach. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, I think it's tough because I don't think you want to make it so exclusive that those who would want the sculpted and not want to deal with the rooted issues that it may or may not have. Like, for example, in this case, let's say they left the throne out, right? Like, I think that would be too much to leave out, for one versus the other. I'm sure they could find an accessory, but I kind of personally like that the only difference is the rooting. Again, it's a little less of a kick in the butt if you miss it. You are getting technically a less limited product, but if they were to put the any part of this behind the artisan paywall, I think more people would be upset than anything. I just
Totally, Zach.
Yeah, go ahead, Marco.
No, I want to agree with you on that point though, because I think we talked about Mondo and how they've been doing exclusives that have like really cool parts that like you would definitely want that if you're buying the figure, and then it's like really quickly gone. And so I like that they're doing this artisan, that the only differential is the rooted hair. So if you miss out, yeah, no big deal. You can go with the sculpted unless you were really set on getting the rooted, which I don't even think personally look that great. And so I think the community's been pretty tough on this artisan line as of late, because it feels like it may have jumped the shark. They may have pushed a little bit too much to the point where it's like, okay, you got to release one of these now. Like you've already put out 6 or put up 6 for pre-order. They're selling out. You're not really innovating with this a ton minus the hair. And we're going to kind of need to start seeing what the final product looks like if everyone's going to continue to support pretty expensive figures, right? Like we're talking over $500 for most of these, some pushing 6, right? So it's like, it's like, let's start seeing something from this line before we know whether it's going to really be that much better than the sculpted. Go ahead, Dean.
That's kind of why I was suggesting to more of an incentive to get it, because it's like we don't have any of these in hand. So if you want me to order this, like, I don't know if it's going to be any good. Like, I have no frame of reference. So, like, I don't know. I feel like they should dangle the carrot a little bit more. Like, yeah, you're still waiting on the other ones we put up for order. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and there might come a point where one of these doesn't sell out right away, kind of like that Chrome Cody, where it's like, okay, you've pushed too far now, and where it was going in minutes, now it's sitting for a little bit, maybe days. So that they could get to that point. Now, I think there was plenty of hype around this one, so it doesn't seem to be that serious at this point. But I'm not so enamored with this line where I'm like, oh, this is the be all end all. It's like, okay, it's just a nice little extra tier, but it's not all that impressive. And to Philly's point about what the first one that they may release, I think that Anakin's probably makes the most sense, right? It's already it's a figure they've already done. It just has the rooting. So let's see something from you, please. But yeah, this is a character that I enjoyed this scene. I thought this was a really good season of TV, but the look is overall, I don't know that it translates great to a figure. So I think on both the sculpted and the rooted, I can pretty much pass. What do you think though, Badfish?
Do you want to read this quickly, Zach?
Ben said most time Mondo gives a time window and not limited number of them. 6 artisans, and the extra $150 each is an extra $900 over the 6 figures.
Yeah, I don't remember if I said it on here. I think Wonder Woman is the only one that's not actually artisan that we've kind of seen. Otherwise, we haven't actually seen an artisan released, and everyone was kind of making that complaint about we need to see something released before I put more money down, but everyone's jumping on these artisans, and we've actually seen a lot of pictures. I mean, recently even the Luke wasn't looking great on some pictures I saw, yeah. So like we've seen more bad pictures of Hot Toys Artisan than we did of any of the in-art ones, really. Like the Batman ones were a little probably the most questionable photos we've seen, but even then they didn't look like this, or the Anakin did. Like, remember the Anakin was really bad.
I'm still scared of that
so,
Badfish. Like they definitely need to prove something here.
Exactly. So, and then the only thing I'll say about the Loki, he's very cool looking. I just wish that with the background they didn't do I think I said this in the chat. I wish they, instead of doing a cardboard background, I wish they did something like with Wanda, and they actually did, or with Zombie Strange, where they actually physically did some resin or some sort of plastic, like with Wanda's, where it was actually the display in the back, because the things he's holding look so good. It would be sweet if they actually did some sort of starburst of green effect that was just like on a little stand or something, instead of the cardboard that probably no one wants to use anyways. So I don't know, I thought they were maybe going a bit of a different route after seeing Wanda and stuff. So
I like Loki as a character. I didn't like the Loki show, so I think this is a cool looking figure. What was that? Punk ass, huh? I let you go with your last comment. I didn't say shit.
You should have jumped in.
I think it's cool. I think, me personally, I'm more on the rooted bandwagon now. I used to not be, but now with the wool and everything, like, I think it looks good. I think this looks great to me, but I don't think it's necessary. I think you can get the sculpted. I think that still looks great. I just think it's like, do you prefer more realistic or do you not? Like, are you cooler with it being more like a toy or more real looking to the actual character? Like, that's on you. I don't think either one's a wrong option. I just think it's preference. So, and I think it's worth the money upgrade. And I kind of agree with Zach and Marco that there shouldn't be too much difference, only because I just don't want to hear the community complain that
He's tired about it. He's tired.
Yeah, I don't want to hear, like, you can't have it both ways, and they always want it both ways.
So are you optimistic about Artisan releases?
Well,
then?
here's my 2 cents on that whole thing. What is Anakin, or the first two were Anakin and Joker, right? Are either of those behind in production right now?
I can check.
Or if they're still
it's like
on,
July
I don't
through
believe
December
so.
is the window.
Yeah.
I think we have summer to winter.
If they're still on pace, then why are we demanding them put out a figure? You know when the figure is going to come out, and you guys are still pre-ordering these figures. So I don't see how this is on Hot Toys at all.
That's a good point, Eddie.
I think
that we put out the figure. It's
Go
just the
ahead,
number that they're pushing out before having one out is what. It's
That's
kind
what I
of
was
like
saying. Bad.
I think it's more like you have
pushing
to
out
buy
7 pre-orders or something.
Yeah, if you want it, versus in art where it is slow, but there's, like we've had 6 of these in probably as many months.
I see what you're saying, Randy, for sure. If it's on pace, it's if Hot Toys is pushing them, but they know marketing wise that they can push more of them out over a certain amount of time. They've been popular, right? So they probably fast tracked some of them, I would say.
Marco, you were correct. Anakin was July to December of this year.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm fighting an old argument here. I don't think Hot Toys is at all worried.
Oh, they're not.
Orders coming in, or about
to be fair, this could turn out terribly, and there would still be people that
giving
defend
them
it.
the benefit of the doubt. I don't think that they're gonna come out bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of the figures that they've done, they've nailed likenesses on in the past. So I don't like, the only thing they could mess up is the hair, but seeing the Wonder Woman hair is good enough for me to think that they'll be good. But
That's
also,
true, yeah.
I mean, we'll get into the Luke, so I'm not going to talk about the Luke yet. But
we can talk about it now. What's the next slide?
Yeah, I like the Artisan.
I think the Wonder Woman's close enough to Artisan that you can probably.
Did y'all really like the Wonder Woman though? I thought that figure
people
looked
had some
terrible.
problems, right? Because they were like, well, it's just kind of glued on the head, or it's not like integrated the hairline. I'm just saying, I don't think it came out perfect, but people also liked it as well.
If you highlight Ben's
100%,
I swear.
I'm glad they protected it. At least they actually put.
Jesus
they
Christ,
didn't
Eddie's
just
like, I'm
toss
out.
it in the box, which was one of the first fears.
This was interesting because this is the first short hair rooted figure we've seen from them.
Yeah.
So that's why, and that I would worry about. That causes concern because you can't, just the nature of the material, you can't really get it to lay the way longer hair would lay. And so this one, I'd tend to lean more sculpted, but I can't not see the Sprouse twins now. So it doesn't even look like Mark Hamill to me. It looks like them. And I hate those whole comparison things, but seriously, it just looks like him in a cosplay now. So, yeah.
Sweet life of Luke Skywalker.
I didn't realize this on the last show, but looks like these are split gloves, which is interesting. I don't know if I love that.
I think it comes with
tried
both,
that with
though.
I think that. Does he really? Okay.
I think he comes with like the actual Vader hands that they probably just reused or resized, and then a pair of these split ones as well, from what I remember seeing.
There you go. Let's see here. We also have the release of the Mech Strike. Black Panther. I will be honest, this is not a figure for me personally. And I think that's the best I can say about it. I think it does look ish. I don't know. I'm kind of scared with the clear joints after what Dean said last week. I don't know. But I gotta think this is probably something to do more with the license holder, because I believe like at Walmart they have these figures, like the mech characters.
Yeah, also,
and so perhaps it's something that Hasbro or Disney or Marvel
Sentinel's
demanded.
making, or 3-0. There's a company that's making these Mech Strike, and then also like the armorized versions. There's two different lines, but
I think it's Bringards.
Yeah, it could be.
Square
I know there's two different ones. There's one that's like armored, and then one that's actual Mech Strike. But I think you're right. I think the license is pushing it or something.
Do you have a picture of the pilot inside the chest?
Oh, I did not.
Dean, that's the coolest part that I totally didn't recognize during the proto either.
Wait,
that's what I was going to say. I don't ever remember them showing that.
He's like a Megazord.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah,
so this would be like a huge...
Yeah, it'd be like a skyscraper, essentially.
Oh, dang, that's crazy.
And I don't remember ever talking about that on the show when we first discussed this figure. And now that it's out and I saw that, I was like, what?
Tell me why it makes the figure way cooler, though.
Tell me,
when you
I
think
want
about
it
it
now.
that way.
What the
yeah, Eddie's like, pre-order it.
It does make it a little bit cooler, I'm not going to lie, because you got a little Black Panther sitting in there.
Just the concept makes way more sense now, right?
Yeah, it is. Like a transforming Black Panther, that's weird. But a transforming giant mech suit, like that's pretty cool. There it is. Like
no way.
I honestly if I don't know if the chat remembers us talking about this. Was this? Did we know this was happening?
I've never seen this, and in fact, I'm gonna go back to the original photos. It's possible we missed it. I don't think we really gave this figure a lot of love.
Probably not. I don't recall you guys talking about it, but the
we did talk
details
about
are
the figure.
cool. Yeah, you didn't talk about this particular part, but the details are cool, like the little writings and the necklace kind of integrated into the armor there on the collar. But
okay, so let me ask you this: it has the dude in the chest, but does it make it $460 plus tax and shipping? Cool.
No, there's
it's
no
artisan
die
prices.
cast, probably, right?
Is it die cast?
So
I forgot.
I think
yes,
it is die cast.
I'm looking at the photos, and it looks like they are calling attention to the chest, and it does look like there's a hinge, but they don't show it in the photos, nor do they show it in like this photo here, which is typically where they would put something like that. Right. So I don't think that we missed it
This is
intentionally.
breaking news.
So it's a nice little surprise, because I felt surprised when I saw it, and I was like, I don't ever remember talking about that. Wow, even Oilers is it's like 20% cooler now. It definitely adds to it, right? Like there's a little cockpit with detail and a figure, and it opens up. Like that is cool. I'm kind of with Zach though. 400 something bucks, cool. I don't know.
Does the cockpit like reposition itself, or is he like, yeah, when it's in the cat mode? Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, the cockpit lights up.
The cat is cool. I don't know why I like the cat more than the figure, but the cat is cool.
Like, yeah, like objectively it is cool, but I mean it's a very specific, right? It's like Black Panther mech. Like there's nothing to pair it with really.
Maybe there will be.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
there will
2
be.
years like the clone.
But I agree, it is an odd.
But
out of left
I
field.
don't hate it.
I think we were super, super hard on this one when it was first announced. And I think my big complaint was, okay, Hot Toys, I have a lot of your Iron Man figures, and they're kind of fragile. Like, okay, the die-cast portions against the plastic, those aren't ones that you want to, for me personally, I don't want to pose those crazy dynamically. The thought of trying to, yeah, it's true, I couldn't even if I wanted to, but the thought of trying to transform that into a completely different thing, that's scary for me personally, and for a Hot Toys. It doesn't sound like that's a winning combination. So I'm just really curious to see how easily this transforms. I haven't seen any videos or like first looks of this yet, but I'm with everyone that the little guy in the chest, that makes it like instantly clicked for me when I saw that picture. I was like, oh shit, this is actually kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but it's definitely a pass, definitely overpriced, definitely shouldn't exist, but it's at least interesting when you look at it that way.
I didn't realize I was next.
Go for it.
You fool.
Yeah, I mean, everything that we said, the diecast, the fact that it's like a, why am I blanking on what do they call them in Pacific Rim?
Jaegers. The Jaegers.
Yeah, the fact that it's like a Jaeger is pretty freaking cool, man. If I say this all the time, like I have to be very, very selective these days with what I collect, and like if I could just get anything and had space and money, I'd probably want this just to at least check it out, and because it's cool to me. But Hot Toys isn't the right brand to do that kind of stuff with. Like I'd rather do that with like retail figures that you could find at Target and stuff. Like that's more of where I'll be like, all right, I'll check this out, or even a Mezco thing, or like even if it's like $100. But Hot Toy I can't just get because I want to mess with it, or I can't be doing that these days. So although I do think that this will end up being a deep discount at some point. I don't know on Sideshow, but I mean overall, over time, secondhand, I think you'll be able to get it cheaper. So
Gotta be. Yeah, speaking of Samgus comment here, saying surprised Hot Toys didn't cancel this. The two they canceled were kind of dumb, but not holding back. This is fucking stupid. I would definitely think it is. You guys were talking on LWO about actually how this was possibly one they may cancel if they're gonna be one that might come up to cancel next, and I'm kind of surprised it survived to release, but yeah, like you said, maybe it's the licensor pushing it, but it came out pretty cool. I think Feezy might be getting it if he's holding on to the PO, but I think it was Feezy. But either way, hopefully it holds up like you said with the joints. That would be my biggest worry.
Definitely. God damn it! I had something I was gonna say. I totally forgot.
Canceled figures.
Oh yeah, sorry. Perfect. Thank you. It's likely that they were too deep into this to cancel it. Like if you think of the ones that they canceled, they were fairly recent, and this isn't that recent. So I think that's possible. Like the mindset, like, oh, we can cancel figures now. I think it probably came after they passed the point of no return for this one. Let's see here. We also have the Hot Toys Clone Wars Obi-Wan blogger photos, and I think this figure looks cool. I think it suffers from. I think Hot Toys' biggest weak point at the moment is soft goods weathering. Their plastic weathering has always been fantastic. The weathering on their guns, always good. but it's like the armor has been through war and the clothes are like dry, clean, fresh. Like, I think that's the biggest area the Hot Toys can improve to close the gap within art. I think the portraits are really solid. Paint is really solid.
It has to change this underwear.
I guess. I think if they can fix the weathering, I think these are much better. There was some people complaining the prototype versus the release for the clone command phase 1 helmet rather. The visor got a little bit more inaccurate, and so a lot of people were complaining about that. But overall, I think this looks pretty cool. It's not for me, but yeah, I think they need to get their weathering up.
Yeah, the Clone Wars look is cool. I do like it, but yeah, it's not for me. And just in terms of like, I have my Ultimate Obi-Wan already, right? Episode 3. I don't need this, but I do love it. Like, it is objectively awesome. I do tend to agree with Zach on the weathering. It just looks very clean, but maybe it's his first day on the job, right? Like, he just hopped out of the drop ship for the first time, or the gunship. He doesn't have to look filthy.
Is your legs okay from that stretch that you just did?
What are you talking about?
That was a stretch, bro. That was a Ben Thomas stretch, bro.
That's not true.
It was in poor taste, considering you almost killed yourself recently with your stretch. But
Jesus, come on, his armor's weathered, but his armor's weathered, but his clothes are minty fresh.
I think
way.
Satine. He just got from Satine's, and he just got the clean.
Yeah, she's
Nasty
like,
boy.
I did your laundry, but she can't.
Yeah.
But she can't put armor in the wash.
You know what? I don't hate it.
But
It's not my favorite,
yeah.
but it is my least favorite theory
Yeah,
you've given me.
I kind of hope that you could at the very least take the cape off, just to pair him with Anakin, because he wears that cape. I want to say he only wears that cape in the 2D cartoon, doesn't he? No. That's what the whole brown
Tarkovsky
tunic.
clone?
Yeah. When does he wear the cape in Clone Wars? I don't remember.
no, I thought it was in only that 2D. I thought it was only then, but maybe I'm wrong too.
I think
No, because he also has the brown tunic in the 2D one, I think.
yeah.
God, there's so much fucking Star Wars. It's hard to keep track. Let me know in the
It
chat.
really is. Only real
But-
fans know.
Which episode of Andor was this in?
Yeah, because they haven't posed up with the Clone Wars Anakin, which looks cool, but do we have that photo? Is this
You are correct.
Yeah, see, he has the brown
There-
tunic on that.
There are photos on the pre-order page without the cape on.
Okay, so you can.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
like
you can
magnetic
take it off.
clips.
Oh,
Okay,
there it
cool,
is.
cool.
There, yeah,
magnetic.
there it is. Yeah.
That definitely looks way cooler to pose it with
Hell
Anakin
yeah.
like that. That's fucking sweet.
That's a display right there with maybe Ahsoka
That's
right
why
next to
I
it.
want it. Yeah.
With the goggles.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that makes me want this so.
Yeah, I want this really bad.
And actually, breaking news, Dean, there's actually a little Obi-Wan inside his chest too.
Imagine.
Can you
There's a
imagine?
little Obi-Wan in all of our chests.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. On my chest.
He's
my
a great
chest.
character. That's
Oh,
that's
ew.
awesome.
Great minds, Eddie.
God.
So this definitely didn't come out perfect, right? I thought the prototype was extremely strong. People loved it. And I just see like a minor degradation from that prototype, but definitely something weird going on with that upper lip. They have yet to figure that out. All that being said, I think like this picture on the right gets me hyped enough. I'm not even a Clone Wars guy, but I've got this Clone Wars Anakin, I've got Clone Wars Ahsoka, I've got Rex and Cody. So I feel like this is, kind of the missing piece for my display personally. Maybe a Yoda as well. But yeah, I think it turned out beautifully. I think this is the most interesting look for Obi, because the robe look is nice, but it's classic, but this is like most visually interesting, especially when you take the cape off. So I think this is going to be a really incredible release for folks that are really into Clone Wars and for people that just like Obi-Wan.
The galaxy is in Orion's belt. It's on Orion's belt. That's amazing.
Dude, that's a good ass movie. I want to watch it again.
I do. Too.
Where's
Actually,
it
I did.
streaming at? Do I have it on Vudu? Anyone else want to crack at this? If not, we'll move on.
I'm sticking with the Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan. I think this is really cool, but I'm only gonna justify another Kenobi if they do the episode 1 Kenobi, and even I shouldn't be doing that either because I shouldn't be getting 2 of one character right now. But I would justify it for Phantom Menace, but I can't do it for this, especially since I didn't get Anakin. So if I got this, then I'd have to get Anakin, and it's a dark path.
He goes on
right now I
sale
have
all the
high
time.
ground.
Wow. It's over, Anakin.
Yeah, Anakin goes on sale all the time. Just grab him.
Dude,
Sorry, I'm
there's
not
this-
trying to enable.
There's this TikTok about
The devil.
Obi-Wan being like the chosen one, or like being him. Dude just stood on business the whole fucking prequel trilogy, just beat the hell out of everybody. Anyways,
'Cause he had a
I have to link it to you. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'll just quickly say I want to get this for exactly that photo that they were showing.
There you go. And the big news was the box art for the inner sleeve shows a potential Grievous. Don't know if that's... I can't imagine they would use a sideshow figure for that, but that's a pretty big tease.
Bro, you can't use a sideshow figure for anything.
Be falling apart.
What's that mark on it? Like, what did someone do to it on the right?
He got
there?
really excited when he said, like,
I
oh.
was gonna say.
Copious amounts of pop culture.
That's a callback. That's an old.
I don't remember what that was from, but I remember
That
it
was
was fun.
that clip. That was a clip, right?
It was a clip?
I think so.
Yeah, it was
I
like an
remember.
old Vine or something.
Someone find that Vine right now. Pop Culture has the WB 100 in stock. We'll hit this quickly. If you want it, I think it's $3.99. I think that might have been the Australian price though, but it was in stock as of about lunchtime today. So if you haven't gotten that one yet, if you want it, looks like you may have an opportunity to purchase it.
My waitlist converted on this on Sideshow, so I
Nice.
think people are canceling this. I don't think people want it
I
anymore.
can't see
I think
why.
they saw Lane unbox it. They're like, yeah, we're good.
I know he did have some. I think it took him a while to sell his, but I think he did eventually get it sold.
What's the opposite of a hype beast?
That laugh?
I was just suggesting that the figure wasn't good.
Oh
That
my.
sounded like
Okay, sorry, Lane.
Phoenix.
I don't get the joke, but
I'll explain it backstage.
It is silence.
Holy shit.
I totally missed that joke. I just totally missed it.
The opposite of a hype beast, like if you don't get it, you don't get it.
We'll talk about it later.
Wow.
Oh my god, that was
Charlie said it's sold out now.
Oh, okay. There we go.
But also, it's
Yeah.
hard to search things on pop culture, so I don't know if I believe
Bro, it really is. It took me a long time to find that thing. Anyways, God, I really wish fucking Ben was here. Stickergate. So other people have this week shown pictures of their Hot Toys shipper boxes with that big nasty Lego label that Ben was mentioning last week. I did do some research into this, and this label is the actual. They give you two choices for large boxes. But they're basically a required, like, I think the size is preset. You can use a smaller label if the box is small enough, which I really wish they could use this one instead because it seems much more elegant. But you're only able to use it if the surface space of the product is insufficient. And you need to explain in the product manual and other printed materials about the dangers of the batteries. Now, I do want to also clarify the reason for this happening now, and I guess why it's happening. So, this was a law that happened a few years ago, and the reason why we hadn't seen it implemented until now is in the ruling. They say that the commission recognizes that there may be limited testing availability and potential hardship with meeting the mandatory requirements for labeling. Therefore, the commission has granted an enforcement discretion such that these requirements will apply to products manufactured or imported after March 19th, 2024. So it's likely that the boxes we see from this point forward that do have the button sub batteries will have this disclaimer on it. And I think going back to, we talked about it last week, but I didn't really have any data. But in recent years, 2016 to 2021, at least 27 children died after swallowing button batteries, and tens of thousands had to visit the emergency room. Again, I get it. It is annoying. It's very inelegant. It's very much a knee-jerk reaction. It probably shouldn't be on the box of an adult collectible. I agree with all of you guys on all of that. However, I really don't think it's something that Sideshow really has a lot of leeway on actually implementing it. So I really do see both sides of the argument. But I'm curious what you guys think about it. We put in the back of the box might be a start, but I don't know if that's even an option with the commission.
Put it on the side of the
bottom.
box.
Yeah.
Like, why does it got to be right up front? Like, what the? I don't know. It's just stupid.
Well, if it's on the back, then the dumbasses swallowing the batteries won't see it immediately.
That's
and
true.
they'll
They're
still
too
swallow
dumb to turn the
battery.
fucking box around.
Yeah. True. The kids before they swallow the batteries are going to read this sticker, and that will definitely prevent them. But yeah, I'm with you guys though. Like, you look at my Tumblr box, it came beat to shit. It's whatever. It's a cardboard box. Like, put it on the part that is meant to be beat up, and that should be the fair warning. And anything on the actual art box, which again is a collector's item to some people, don't fuck with. Like, that should be pristine. That's something that, you know, Sideshow replaces from time to time. So I think that that's kind of an inappropriate place to put it. And some folks may say it's not a big deal, but, you know, the art box is part of the value as well.
But if everyone's art box, like for this figure, has to have it, does that affect the value?
Well, maybe if you get it straight from Hong Kong, it doesn't have it though, right? So then there's kind of this discrepancy amongst different markets. I don't know. It's creating a weird... creating a weird situation, and I think Eddie's shaking his head because he's like, "You guys are jokers, and it's not a big deal."
But it's on the actual art box, so wouldn't that mean Hot Toys is putting it on there, not Sideshow? Let Sideshow's opening every shipper box and slapping it on there.
I think Hot Toys, yeah, but I think likely what's happening, Dean, is the ones that are being exported/imported would have this on there. But then again, it's like,
that seems
you're
like
right. Like the logistics of, yeah, you're not wrong. It's like, okay, this pile's going to this place, so we need to put this sticker. This pile's going to this place, we're gonna put this sticker. I can't imagine Sideshow's hand applying all of these stickers. Yeah, it's not.
Well, isn't it? I guess it depends. Does Hot Toys wrap it in plastic or does Sideshow? Because that's on the art box, right?
Well, it's my understanding that the way you get it from Sideshow is the way Hot Toys sends it. So it's in the original box is then wrapped in plastic and then put in the cardboard box. And they ship those as, you know, large cases.
Yeah, because they ship them in bigger boxes.
Yeah, bigger
It'll be
boxes.
like a pack of boxes.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly.
Then they could put it on the back or in the clamshell where you're actually accessing the battery, maybe, or something. But yeah,
I feel like we see that on other products too. Bad Fish, right? Where it's like on the clamshell, there's a warning.
Yeah, but it is disappointing. But let's just hope this more and more stuff goes to USB, and there's just less of these things happening with that. But
part of me wonders, Marco, if like maybe you can do that, right? But perhaps in the interest of, and this is purely speculation. I know Eddie I can just see the look on his face. Okay, there's this law, shit, we have to make these things happen. Let's pull all the boxes out, boom, slap the label and go. It's less time than taking the clamshell apart, risk ruining the art sleeve, putting the sticker on. Maybe in the future it'll become a bit more integrated, but
yeah, they might.
I don't know. This seems very much like an afterthought. Like
this is definitely the time to start bringing it up in the Facebook groups, on their pages. Like, hey, figure out a way to make this better because this ain't it. You know, again,
I don't really know who you complain to though.
Thank God it was just on Gore, and what was the other one?
I completely agree with you, Dean. It's like it's tough though because it's like you're complaining to like this commission that's like a part of the federal government, and like I don't think they really care. You know what I mean?
tell you
Like,
what you do. Well, because I felt like Hot Toys then.
and then we
would
boycott
have
NECA while we're at it.
you go, of course
kidding,
that
for
but
Marco.
I feel like
Oh, did we stop?
love it. Yeah, no, we never stopped. We never stopped.
we never
don't
stopped
don't
it.
buy directly from them. But I feel like just like every time Hot Toys posts a new figure, right? Just like the reissue the Mark 46 guy, you just get in there every time they post a new figure in the blogger photos. You just comment, take the stickers off my art box, and everyone just get in there and just. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
And then while you're at it, add the fixed black suit Toby, and
Yes,
we'll all be good.
exactly.
That's covered.
We've got a list. We've got a list of demands.
Yeah, these are our demands. We're like a fucking villain.
I don't think they have
Get
a
Marco's
choice.
Ninja Turtles box.
Yeah.
I don't think they have
Sorry,
a
I think-
choice where the sticker goes. To be
I
honest,
don't either.
I understand your
I don't
guys'
either.
argument. I think it's dumb, but I get what you
Yeah.
guys are saying. I know
Yeah.
people. Look, there's gonna be two people in the entire community that's mad. It's Dean Knight and Ben. And Ben doesn't even display his boxes anymore, and neither does Dean Knight. So I don't know why the fuck we even care.
Why are we talking about D Knight? D Knight's here right now.
I was gonna say, is that true, Dean?
Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's a good joke.
I don't have
Also,
anything
he's
against
just
Dean Knight.
unfollowing
It's just
me,
I'm
so
not
now
him.
He's gonna unfollow.
Yeah, there's a subset of people that think Dean and Dean Knight, Dean Martin and Dean
the
Knight are the
same
same
guy.
They
people.
both love the Dark Knight, so I could see how.
See, I think
This is true.
Charlie the Unicorn is right. This is the 16 CFR something 1700.15 or Reese's Law. Yeah. Yeah, that's where we found
Fucking
some of the
Reese.
information.
It's Reese or Clifford. I'm telling you, those motherfuckers.
What's a research Clifford? Does
Imagine
Sam
a
get
Reese
He
spoiled?
was supposed to save the world in the future. It turns out he just started swallowing batteries.
Holy shit.
It's like Reese from Malcolm in the Middle would have done that. He would have ate
Oh,
it back.
God.
Sam Giss says, I actually did boycott NECA for a while for Marco. I had to go back and overpay to catch up. What a fucking guy, Sam. What a fucking
Legend,
guy.
legend. Sam,
Sam,
if
if I can ever print you something, Sam, I will give you a small discount. Very small discount, but it'll be a discount.
Don't ask him for a wheelchair.
Holy shit.
Okay, if you really want it, I will start looking into it.
I really want it.
Okay, so what you need to do is go to your little Google phone, your little Apple iPhone, and type in wheelchair STL, and you find the one that you want, and you send it to me, and then we'll start seeing what it'll take to make it happen.
We're doing this.
Before the end of the
Here we
show,
go.
he's gonna have it. I think.
Wow.
It'll probably autocorrect to wheelchair stepmom, so just be careful with that.
Oh my!
Wow. Yeah, don't share your
that's a
screen,
thing?
please. Oh, it's my favorite thing. InArt is opening up the pre-orders for Ronald Weasley. The pre-orders are opening on May 16th, so we'll likely have some photos and pricing. I do not believe that this is an international pre-order. I could be wrong, but that is that's the information there. So we'll have to get it from the usual suspects.
Bro, why is the word Weasley blurred out where it goes behind his head, but not by his legs where it says Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the date? Why is that not blurred out too? That bugs the fuck out of me. It's just two letters on your whole fucking thing are blurred out. Am I the only one that bothers? I hate it. I don't like it.
I'll be honest, I didn't even notice it was blurred out.
It's because it's behind him.
But so are the
behind.
other letters.
But they're small letters, and you can't, like, that's his hair. I think they want the head to be crisp, you know?
Look, all I'm saying is
It
InArt,
is distracting.
you know, fucking,
Put
I want to see
Weasley
this.
next to the word Ron.
Should have just put ginger fuck right there.
Jesus Christ.
Man, where are the goats?
When I make my move, you're free to check the king. Oh no! What's he doing? He's gonna sacrifice himself.
gonna sacrifice himself.
Ron, you can't.
What movie is this from? Is it the first one?
I don't know what this is.
The one where they play chess in the dungeon. I don't know.
Wow.
I think
Also,
Well, there's
Catfish, that was amazing. I think he did a really good job. He sounded just like the brother. That was crazy.
there's like it's like a Vine or a TikTok of people doing that video or that that scene where
Wow,
they're
you
like-
actually found it.
they're like very exasperated. Like he's gonna sacrifice himself. It's good.
I missed it, Marco. You hate to see it. Also, none of us here are Harry Potter fans, huh?
No,
I'm a Harry Potter fan.
I like it, but
are you
not
an
Potter. I hardly know her.
Not $500.
Yeah.
Like how much was the Harry Potter?
I'm not even a have them on my shelf fan, but I'll watch the movies, I guess.
Harry Potter's kind of like I like Goodfellas.
Not a
but
big
I don't
fan of
need all this
J.K. Rowling.
Oh yeah, that's tough as well. But
It's a toughie.
yeah, I don't need
I
memorabilia
like
from the
Fantastic
film.
Beasts a little bit more.
Wow. Dude, I actually have a
really?
fantastic.
Oh,
actually, I have
remembered.
Newt
I remember.
Scamander
That's
and all the
when-
Legos.
That's when I started watching CW, I think. When Zach was getting Newt Scamander Hot Toy. There was like
Wow.
an episode.
His
a
first
live
and last
stream
hot
where
toy.
he picked
Damn.
that up.
Wow, that was my
Wow.
fourth hot toy. I'm on 6 now, so the collection has grown.
Yeah, if they weren't super
I like
pricey,
these.
I would
4 years
consider them.
I'm
but-
tempted to get these. I didn't pre-order Harry. I'm not gonna
Harry.
pre-order Ron because like
Harry Potter.
these feel nostalgic
You're a
for
wizard.
me. Even though like I only watched up to Goblet of Fire. That's as far as I watched. I never.
Dude, the
continued
movies
it.
are actually dope.
They're really
That's when
good.
they get good. Is Goblet of Fire,
Bro,
And-
Manny made me watch all of the movies, and I was doing the fucking little wand thing so much in my house. I got like carpal tunnel.
Dude,
I was having
every
so much
time-
fun watching the movies.
Every time I watch
It's also
Lord of the Rings
masturbating.
now, in my head I think of Manny when he was like talking shit about Gandalf, and I was like,
Oh,
Dumbledore has
Dumbledore.
all those kids, bro. What are you talking about? But now every time I think of Gandalf, I think of Manny talking shit about Gandalf. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, I'm tempted to get at least these 3 as kids. I think I
Yeah.
prefer to have them as this version. I didn't want to say it the other way; it was wrong. I
Yeah.
prefer these versions of all 3 of them over
Pause.
the later films.
Or
There
the
you
later
go.
ones are just. But well, you haven't seen those films though. I feel like that's when
No,
I really
I've seen them
started to
now.
like
I'm
the-
saying
Oh, you have,
originally
okay.
when I was like at release, I saw Goblet of Fire. Now I've seen all the other ones, but it took me like I think I watched them last year or the year before. So
Got it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm still on the train where I'd want an older version of these characters. Like then I would maybe consider it. But yeah, this is cool that they're doing more than one at least, right? We're at least starting a line here.
Yeah. There we go. Let's move on here. We have a 15% off discount for our friends over at Collector Zone. Using the code CW, you get 15% off all in-stock items and full pay pre-orders. That includes their selection of Games Workshop, Hot Toys, statues, and more. Be sure to check them out at collectorzone.com. Let's see here. Hot Toys, miscellaneous news. Hot Toys opened up 2 new official stores. They have a store in Singapore as well as Seoul, South Korea. There was a lot of photos. I honestly didn't care to put them. So there's that. So we have 2 new Hot Toys stores, which is great. And yeah, definitely exciting for them. Bless you.
Bless you.
There's a mute button there.
Bro, when a sneeze comes on, you're not fucking.
When nature calls, nature calls.
Does anyone feel like
Mercari.
it's just a matter of? Oh, sorry. I know we're moving
No, go ahead,
on,
you're
but
good.
just wanted to say about this. Like, doesn't anyone feel like it's a matter of time before they open one in North America?
Yeah, in the United
Like,
States.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're spreading all throughout, Asia, and I feel like eventually, maybe like New York City, just to have a store. I feel
God,
like these are
yeah,
popular.
it'll be either New York or Hollywood. Will be
Yeah,
the first
Hollywood
one.
I could see
It'll
as
be
well.
Texas, bro.
San Antonio.
In a
San
Disney
Antonio,
park.
San Antonio,
Right
but you
next
can't
to
show the
all those
nipples.
locals.
That's right.
Dude, my favorite place, dude. Shout out to Alexis. If you know, you know. Let's see here. Mercari, after thousands of backlash, comments, videos, Instagram posts, they are reinstating their prior return policy. Though some people are still upset because it's not a full reinstatement of the prior policy, but they say in this statement that we recently announced a returns for any reason policy in an effort to make it even easier to buy and sell Mercari. After careful consideration and listening intently to feedback from our seller community, we have decided to reinstate our prior return policy. Some of the other changes they made, I believe, are still in effect, like the balance transfer, 5% charge. So at least this is fixed. There's still also the high buyer's fees, which doesn't make a lot of sense because the whole purpose of the buyer's fees was to pay for the returns for any reason. So at least I haven't seen anything that those are gone, but on the Mercari Reddit, people were still disappointed that they kept the fees because that was their justification for charging people to use the service. So I don't know. It's kind of like a win-loss. I feel like Mercari just can't catch a win-win. But I guess people were abusing the return policy window, and it got changed. So there's that. All right, let's go. Junk drawer. We have a lot of television coming in June. We have The Acolyte starting June 4th. The Boys Season 4, June 13th. House of the Dragon Season 2, June 16th. The Bear Season 3, June 27th. I'm not familiar with The Bear. What is The Bear?
Bro, The Bear is incredible.
The show.
If you let Dean describe it, it's going to sound terrible.
Yeah, go ahead, Dean.
It's the guy that works in a kitchen.
That's a terrible description.
He inherits a restaurant or something. I don't know.
Can he become a
They
bear?
show each other their balls and stuff. Oh no, that's not movies.
Oh, that's a different kind of bear.
Waiting.
Not as good as Waiting.
I know, I'm totally missed.
I will say The Bear is incredible, absolutely incredible, and if you watch it, you won't regret it. Honestly,
It's a comedy, or what type of genre is it?
There are comedians in it. There are comedic moments, but it's way more of a drama. Jeremy Benthal, Ben's favorite actor, is in season 2.
I thought it was Barenthal.
Yeah, it's John Barenthal, but that's what he called him, Jeremy Benthal. Yeah, Bear's incredible, though. I cannot wait for season 3 of The Bear.
Is this in the same universe as the Aziz Ansari show where he makes pasta? Or is that different?
You're thinking of Master of None? No.
Master of None is fucking incredible, by the way.
I couldn't get into the second season.
Oh, dude, I love Master of
with
None.
with the Italian girl?
Oof.
Just for the
Dude,
memes.
the scene where they dance together? Oh my god, that's so
I know, I'm
Beautiful.
bricked up just
Eddie?
thinking about it.
Just for the memes and for Ben's sake, I am not excited for any of these things at all. They all look like this. Well, okay. To be
What,
fair,
the
I've heard
boys?
Adriana keeps trying to get me to watch The Bear, but the other three, I don't care.
You don't like the boys?
The Boys has been slowly dying since season 2, and no one wants to just let it die.
This is season 4. It's one season you didn't like?
No, season 2 and season 3. Season 2 was saved at the end by like one episode, but most
Wait,
of those,
what was the
most
thing
of
that saved season
sucked.
2? Remind me what happened to season 2.
At
Wait,
the
no,
end of
if it's a
season 2,
spoiler.
Well, yeah, it would be a spoiler. The Nazi chick.
Okay, yeah,
That
we're
was
good.
crazy.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
was
yeah,
pretty
that was
cool.
dope.
But other than that, the first it was like slow burn. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna get fucking mad. But I mean, I was vocal about The Acolyte. I think that trailer sucked. House of Dragon, same thing. Like, Damon is a cool character, so the fact that they use his picture is cool. But like, also, it's not Game of Thrones. And yeah, I think arguably The Boys has not been as good as season 1. Arguably, like, I don't think it's.
Well, season 1 is like the GOAT. Like,
Yeah.
you're not
But
wrong.
The Bear
Eddie.
is
That's
the
why
odd
he's
one
the
out. I
GOAT.
just haven't watched it yet. So
Isn't it a
There
good
you
thing that House of Dragon isn't Game of Thrones? Probably. So.
it's not as good. Is what I'm
Really?
saying.
You don't?
No.
I think in some ways, I'm actually that's probably the thing I'm most hyped for on here. I've never seen The Bear, but
Dude.
House of Dragon, definitely looking forward to the new season. Boys, I kind of agree though. I don't know. The last season, I watched it but I'm not on the edge of my seat waiting for the next one. But an Acolyte, I'll give
Yeah.
a chance. But yeah, House of Dragon, I'm definitely looking forward to.
I have fond memories of watching House of the Dragon with Marco and when Philip the Fool spilled beer at my house.
That's right.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Bro,
Let's
petition to bring back
see.
young Rhaenyra, though.
For real though. Mommy Rhaenyra. Let's see here. We also have some Lord of the Rings news. The new Lord of the Rings film is titled The Hunt for Gollum. Andy Serkis is returning as Gollum and will also direct the film. I saw Peter Jackson is involved. I'm not sure if he's just an executive producer, but that's really cool. However, Warner Brothers on that same day copyright striked a Lord of the Rings fan film titled The Hunt for Gollum. Less than a same day after announcing their own film with the same name. The fan film was uploaded 15 years ago and had 13 million views, which just seems very petty and very odd. I don't love it. I really don't love it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could kind of see why they did it. Just like if people are starting to, like, oh, let me look for the Hunt for Gollum. Like, let me see what the news is. And that video pops up. It could confuse some people. So, like, maybe I could see why they did it. But also, like, you guys let it sit for 15 years and did nothing about it. But now all of a sudden it's a thing. So, I don't know. But also, just in terms of movie news, I'm excited for more Lord of the Rings, but I also don't like Gollum. He's not entertaining to me. Like I don't like him. So it's hard for me to get like pumped for it. But like,
maybe it's not even in the movie that much. It's called The Hunt for Gollum. So maybe they never find
if
him.
Andy Serkis is returning, he's gonna be in the fucking movie. So
It could be someone else.
He's directing.
I guess maybe it's like
He could be playing Smeagol.
Well, it's not called the Search for Smeagol. It's the Search for Gollum. So I guess
Yeah, but
it's like when the
how do they know what
remakes
his name
go
is? I mean,
because remember at the beginning of Lord of the Rings, Gandalf tells Frodo that he gave up the location of the ring.
yeah,
like,
they found him and
Shire,
tortured him.
Baggins. Yeah, so I guess that's what this story is them to. But this also feels like Star Wars is like giving a story to shit we didn't need. It's like Gandalf explained what happened.
To be
We
fair,
really need
though, Rogue One, pretty fucking good movie for
You're not
a
wrong.
one sentence line.
Maybe this will be the Rogue One of Lord of the Rings. Who knows? I
want to see
wanna be
Gandalf
wrong.
just fucking, fucking killing everybody.
Yeah,
What was
I
that?
But then they're
want to be
back
wrong.
1 hour later. So
He could finally do something. That'd be awesome.
okay, get him out of here.
Thrawn's office at Gollum is Lord of the Rings mall for Dean. Yeah,
Charlie said could be a Smeagol story. Thank you, Charlie, for getting the joke. Jesus. I don't know. I like Lord of the Rings. Any Lord of the Rings to me is good.
Well, did you watch the Amazon show?
I did. I liked it. I really liked it.
I like.
It's just fun. It's a funny argument.
It was no
Sorry,
Andor.
Guy, it's no Andor, but like folks are upset that we're getting new stuff in these universes that we love, and I get that these are very sacred for fandom, but I don't think that it diminishes the original properties in any way, right? It's like you're getting new stuff. It's capitalism. Of course, they're doing it to make money off of it. At the end of the day, you could watch it, not not like it, but it doesn't diminish what you already have.
The
And
logic
maybe folks feel otherwise.
that you have when it's something that doesn't affect you is fucking insane. You don't have that logic when it comes to Hot Toys stickers and Hot Toys like stupid boxes. You don't have
Talk
this
about
logic, but all of
boxes.
a sudden it comes to a IP that you didn't watch.
No.
And now you're all like, well, guys,
Let them fight.
the
First of
new
all,
content
listen, boy,
it
let me
doesn't
tell you.
diminish.
Wow.
Listen here, Andor.
So-
just shut the hell up, okay?
So like Ahsoka, for instance, right? I didn't necessarily love Ahsoka. That doesn't make me hate, the OG trilogy in any way. Game of Thrones we were just talking about
Well,
that.
Ahsoka wasn't in the OG trilogy, so
Okay, fine, but okay. So Game of Thrones, I didn't
Boba
love the
Fett.
final seasons. Okay, I liked the Book of Boba
You
Fett. I
didn't
thought it was
like-
decent enough.
Oh, okay. All right.
But you guys are trying to help me with arguments that I'm not.
Let the
making.
man speak. Jesus.
I didn't love the final seasons of Game of Thrones. I still think the first few seasons of Game of Thrones are incredible, like some of the best TV I've ever seen. I'm in the process of going back and watching those. So, like, I don't think that it takes away from, something that exists. Like, honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But anyone else feel that way, or are we annoyed that we're getting more stuff and just leave it alone?
It's tough. It's tough because I think in this case, well, I think in both cases, like, there's a lot of content to pull from for Lord of the Rings, right? Like you have the original books, like The Hobbit, and then the three, and then you also have the Silmarillion, and there's like Silmarillion. Thank you. There's also like many other works that were left to us that could be made stories, and I don't think this story is in any of those. So I think it's kind of like, would I rather one of those stories that's like quote unquote canon to the universe be made 100%? And I think that's the way a lot of people felt like when Disney took over Star Wars, right? Like it didn't quote unquote respect George Lucas's wishes, which not that they had to, but you know, they kind of took the story in a different direction over the notes that he gave them for his idea for the sequel trilogy. So I don't know. It's like we're getting content that's great. It's also not content that's technically, or at least from what it appears to be, it's not like canon. And I think when you have
Someone just fart.
No, my dog just got up and shook her ear. When someone like Tolkien, who left so much, like literally hundreds of like fan letters and like books, and like there's just so much content in that world. It's tough. Like, and I think that's a lot of people's problem with the Lord of the Rings show. In a second, is like it's kind of like its own original story when there was a lot of material that was.
Is Andy Serkis directing that Gollum thing?
That's what it's.
He is. He's
I think
returning as
that's
Gollum
why-
and directing the film.
I think that's why they're doing it. I think because they can get Andy Serkis cheap, and they're like, let's just let this fool make something, because that dude sucks as a director whenever he does something.
Wow.
That
like,
might
what
be
else
a
he
hot
directed?
take.
What has he done? Venom? It's trash.
That's right. He did do Venom.
Venom
Let there
2?
be
Did he really
carnage.
direct
Yeah,
Venom?
He did. He did. Good point, Eddie.
I think
Also,
Eddie,
fuck
I give you a point for that. For the
yeah,
bold
and I
statement.
think he's really great at the whole like diving into a character and that like motion shit that he does. He's good at that, yeah, because he's Caesar and he's Gollum and he's King Kong. He plays like King Kong, and then he's the character. He's good as an actor. I just think they let him direct this shit, and he sucks. And I think the studio can get him cheap, and it's like they think they can make a box office movie, and I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Marco. I see where Marco's coming from, but I also like we've been burned so many times, right? Like, oh, they're doing something of a property I love, right? Fucking He-Man, fucking Scott Pilgrim, fucking Star Wars, fucking Star Trek. It's like you keep Halo, you keep dipping into these wells that are beloved, and then you don't respect anything that came before it. And, I will say Andy Serkis worked on the original movies, right? Apparently Peter Jackson involved. So you hope at the very least they have their shit together. And it is people that respect the material. So I am hopeful in that. I was just saying, I don't like Gollum. But if it's good, it's good, right? Like, but I see where Margaret's coming from. But also, I also see where Eddie's coming from.
One thing,
And I guess that's what I'm hearing. Go ahead, Zach, and then I'll chime in.
I want to say, call me crazy, but I'm almost certain that towards the end of the original trilogy of Lord of the Rings, and also in The Hobbit, Andy Serkis did actually, I don't think he's actually credited on IMDb, but there's some like behind the scenes, they had like a Unit A and a Unit B, and he was like behind the camera for some of the Unit B stuff. So he has some experience with Lord of the Rings behind the camera. So it's not like, I mean, I'm not saying that makes him a great director, but and it might not have been a ton of scenes, but there's definitely some behind the scenes footage that mention him at least being in some part of the production behind the camera. Yeah, second unit.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I don't know if that you give him a whole film. Like, I'm glad that Peter Jackson's there, but then again, Peter Jackson also made the Hobbit movies, which are fucking terrible.
It's also entirely possible that he loves Gollum and Lord of the Rings and takes extra special care of what he's doing. And he got Venom and was like, it's a job.
He's like, we can do anything we want.
You think the Hobbit movies were horrible though? Like I agree they
Bro,
shouldn't have been three movies, but
look.
they're still.
Let me tell you this.
Pretty good.
Are you new to the
Go to
channel?
Google.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I'm not new to the channel.
Google.com. Go to M4 Hobbit. Download the full movie. He took 12 hours of movie and cut it down to 4. It is the fact that you can cut out 70% of the movies and still have a cohesive story that follows the book. We spent like $1,000 paying for professionally produced Blu-rays for the channel, and they came out amazing and they're awesome. So I do think the original movies are good, but they added so much shit that was unnecessary to pad out the runtime, and they're not great. But the M4
I
edit,
definitely agree they
amazing.
should be trilogy, yeah. But
yeah, you're right. I mean,
still
the
think
book
there's good
itself
content.
is smaller than any of the books. So to make 3 movies out of 1 book is crazy.
Yeah. I do think though the Lord of the Rings though, it's kind of that Star Wars thing. There's so much universe to explore. It is it doesn't bother me that they're doing Gollum, like, and I still love Star Wars, OT, all that stuff, even though there's Star Wars I don't like now. But it would be more interesting if they did something, maybe a different timeline, touch different characters, like the power of Rings of Power has characters we've seen before, so maybe a different time period would be more interesting. But
aren't we getting a Netflix anime of like the great battles and stuff of Lord of the Rings?
I think you are correct.
Yeah,
but
you could do something like that.
To be fair, the story that they're telling in Rings of Power isn't what makes it trash. It's the execution
Kind
of
of
that story.
is.
Not really, because I really
It's not
wanna
the
see
story
his-
though.
Yeah, it's like
That's
their
what I'm
own
saying.
interpretation of
But
it.
I want to see that Sauron story. You know, and
Yeah.
I would love to see
Yeah.
Morgoth's story.
and I actually kind of liked the show. I still kind of liked it, to be honest.
I
but,
liked it.
And I think that story is interesting. Yeah, just if they're going to go do another movie, why not do something other than Gollum? I don't know. He's not that interesting of a character to me at this point. We've kind of explored him
Yeah.
a lot.
I think it's also like we know where the character started and where he ended. And
Yeah,
it's like,
we
do
know
I need
his
the
arc.
middle portion?
Yeah.
I completely agree with everything you guys are saying. Let's move on for time, though. Christopher Lee documentary is in the works. The documentary will explore his life before acting, including his time in the special forces in World War II and how he tracked down Nazi war criminals after the war. Very cool. Actually, a really fun behind-the-scenes clip of Christopher Lee when he has to be stabbed in the back in the Return of the King, and Peter Jackson is telling him the noise to make, and he's like, do you know the noise that someone makes when they're stabbed in the back? And he's like, because I do, and it's not that noise. Eventually, I think, he got to do the noise he wanted to do, but
the gasp.
He's about that life. So yeah, the gasp. There you go. So very cool. Let's see here. A lot of Lord of the Rings stuff today, but the Rings of Power trailer dropped today. The premiere is late August for the new season, so that is very cool.
I haven't
Culture
seen it.
Crave. Nicolas Cage is officially set to star in the live-action Spider-Man noir series for Prime Video. I liked the character in Spider-Verse. Don't know I need a whole series of that, but what do y'all think?
It's Nicolas Cage. It sounds interesting. I think the character is cool in the Spider-Verse film, so why not at this point?
This is the same Andy Serkis thing. They can get him cheap because he has fucking debt. So they're like,
Wow.
let's make a fucking film with this guy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I felt about even like the Knuckles show on Paramount Plus.
Talk
It's
about
like,
nut.
It's
Nut.
like, do we need this? No. Was it?
But they had
entertaining
Idris Elba
and
cheap,
fun?
bro.
Idris Elba,
Do they have Spanish Knuckles on there yet?
El Nuck.
Spanish Knuckles.
Oh my God.
It's like do we also is like anyone asking for this? I don't know. Like as biased as I am with the Knuckles show, it's like no, like, but okay, I guess. And like I already have Prime, so it's like no harm, no foul. But would I buy Prime just to watch this? No. You know, it's like kind of like,
feel like
oh, go on.
Prime did away with those trailers because I haven't seen a trailer on Prime, and I've watched so much shit. And I saw this little banner, and it was like, "This show is brought to you commercial free by blank." So like, yeah, whatever y'all are doing to get these commercials out of my way, but I've been watching a bunch of Prime Video. I haven't seen commercials at all, so I'm not paying extra for it either. So I don't know.
Maybe if we're lucky, they'll get the same director who did Madam Web to do this show, and it'll be really fucking good.
I actually really want to watch that movie, like actually really bad. It's on Netflix now, so I probably will watch it.
So, at least with like the Gollum
Interesting
movie,
guy, Zach.
it's somebody that had something to do with the character.
Marlon keeps piling up.
And Lord of the Rings in the past. Nicolas Cage is just a voice for this character. So it's like, are the people who wrote Spider-Man doing this, or the Across the Spider-Verse or whatever? Are they in charge of this? Like, who's writing it? Like, just because you have Nicolas Cage voicing something doesn't like automatically sell it for me.
Yeah.
You know,
Is he gonna be in the suit?
Yeah, like what? I mean, it is what like.
They're gonna be in this.
True,
robe?
because it is
Jesus
Sony.
Christ.
You can't really trust it unless it's a Spider-Verse related film, right? Like those are really their only hits, and then everything else has been very, very inconsistent. At
Oh,
best.
wait a minute! This is live action. Oh my!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got
Yeah.
Nick. I don't want to see Nicolas Cage fucking doing cartwheels and shit.
Wait,
That
okay,
sounds
my
dope,
opinion
though.
has completely shifted. No thank
Play the
you.
clip. Wait, we also never talked about, speaking of playing the clip, we went back and got the timestamp, Dean. You said the second that AC was installed. Play my clip, Dean. Run me my clip right now. Okay, you fucking guy. You fucking guy. Yeah, this is live action, so it's like, yeah, he's doing the voice, but is he in the suit too?
Yeah, I mean, he's the.
I also
I mean,
don't
I
know how
guess
well the
it's like
art style would translate
Spider-Man
to
the-
live action.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man Noir. So it's like, is he like Dick Tracy?
Is the whole
it just
show
more
black
of a
and white?
detective? Is he
Probably
Yeah,
not.
see?
shooting webs and flying around?
Fucking shooting ropes,
He
bro.
just seems very old
Jesus.
to be playing Spider-Man. Like, how old is Nick Cage now? 56?
He'll-
60?
Just voice it. They'll have someone else in the costume, right?
He's 60.
Really?
Yeah.
He is 60. Wow.
60
needs
and in
that
debt, according
Big
to Eddie.
Xavier wheelchair.
Yeah, because he
30 and
bought all
that.
those fucking comic books.
Oh boy. Let's see here. Let's move on. Ralph Ineson, I'm pretty sure I butchered that, will play Galactus in the Fantastic Four.
Innocent.
I'll be honest.
Cool voice.
Yeah, I hope that's all they're using.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
Motherfucker got a head like Dean. Look at this thing.
What the fuck?
What? Motherfucker's all chin, bro. He's got a
Galactus
Cro-Magnon
has a
chin.
head like me.
Holy shit.
Anyways, there's
What do
that.
you mean?
It's cool. It's cool that we're getting confirmation that Galactus
But-
is in there at least.
It's in Fantastic Four, though, so it's going to be shit, right?
I mean, they have the worst
God.
casting for this film. They got fucking Pedro Pascal playing Reed Richards.
guys are
Fantastic
tripping.
Four is the most cursed series, though.
Oh,
That's the only reason
man.
I have to say it. It's been the
I ain't never
most
seen no
cursed
Mexican scientist. Come on
series.
now.
Holy
Wow.
shit. First of all,
I ain't never seen that in my life.
Chilean, bro.
holy,
I ain't never
Did
seen
he?
that in my life.
What the hell?
Eddie, I ain't even seen that either.
Dang.
holy fuck. You guys are in a city with
That's,
a bunch of
that's,
Latino
that's a real
excellence.
fantasy.
Yeah,
I
we
never
don't
seen
have
any of
labs
that.
here. There's no science here.
Holy shit.
I ain't never
I
seen
will
that
say,
in my
like,
life, Dean.
it feels like this film is a little overstuffed from the casting, but I think they realize that they've got to get this one right. Like, this is a huge film for Marvel. They cannot fuck this one up. So I've got faith,
No.
but I know I'm talking to a negative crew right here. So
Bro,
I'll be,
what the
I'll be
hell?
used B today.
If the
I'll
Dodge
be used B
Hemi
today.
doesn't
What
make
the
a
hell?
cameo-
What the hell?
if the Dodge Hemi doesn't make a cameo in this movie, it's not good.
Look at Eddie's losing.
What the hell? They
That
had a
thing
chance
got
to get
Hemi?
John
It's
Krasinski.
a fucking flying car. No, it doesn't have a fucking Hemi. You fucking idiot.
Jesus.
If it ain't
Mr.
Those are
Musashi
so
says that
bad.
he's a great actor. He played Ralph in The First Night. There you go.
Yeah.
What the hell is The First Night?
His name is Ralph.
He played the Green Knight in The Green Knight.
Oh, what the hell? Our banner wasn't even up the
Green
whole
Knight
show.
is a horrible movie.
What?
Damn it.
Trash.
Bro, that's a hot take.
Bro,
Isn't my boy in that?
I fell asleep and woke up to the dude jizzing on himself.
Whoa, what?
Jesus.
That was a horrible movie.
It's a good
Sounds like
movie.
when Dean goes to
Talking
check
a
out
fox.
the garage.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
Okay.
Are you sure it was a movie, Eddie? That you woke up?
I'm pretty sure. Unless I took mushrooms before I went in.
Wow.
Maybe you were having a wet dream.
Does he not jizz
Wow.
on himself in the movie?
He does.
Okay, thank you.
What movie are you talking about?
The Green Knight.
Green Knight.
Oh, Jesus.
One of those A24 films.
Damn.
Yeah, it's very artsy, but like high fantasy. It's great. I like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the Patreonies. I was waiting for Zach to give me the A-OK, but he wouldn't do it. So here I go.
Yeah, we've only done this
Captain Fordo,
318
Ian
times. You
CV,
need me to
Renee Mendez,
spell it out for
you're
you?
interrupting me. Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber,
What the
Equan,
hell?
Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, David Jones, Sam Giss, Daminator, Joao Bretta, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Gins, Figs, Billy Badass Badfish, Toy Cartel, Sweet Sweet, Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Crett, Big Old Fern, Cesar Marquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Mart, Bomonsky, Richter Gregorio, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, The Illustrious Rainer, Alan Morgan, Tukothri, Wah, Derek B, Aries Portillo, Alvin J, Sith Scale Collector, Arella Stilgato, Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D-Rock, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Stephen Percha, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Big Peps, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, Exodus, and Brenton Palmer. What a bunch of sweet, beautiful angels.
Also, first off, Badfish, don't you ever do that. Second
What
off,
did he do?
shout out to he said I can mute Zach if you want, Dean. The mutes work down, Badfish. They don't work up. First off, also shout out to Abe.
Oh my god.
How
Wow,
dare you? Wow.
Shit.
Everyone say bye to Badfish. This is his last show. Anyways,
Play the clip. You should have played the clip, bro.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna play the clip. Anyways,
shout out to who?
We
You
tried
got cut off.
to tell you. We tried to tell you no more Canadians, but you wouldn't listen.
Yeah, I hate to see it. Abe Dunks TV.
Two times.
He
Jesus.
subscribed to the Patreon. We just haven't updated the slide.
Wow.
So there is that. Shout out to Abe. May, June Patreon benefits. We have the Tough Nut sticker and the Small Talk sticker. I think I'm actually ordering the Tough Nut sticker this week. So should have a prototype of that for you guys for this slide
I
soon.
hope that people understand this looks like he's dodging a money shot.
That's
right
exactly
here.
what he's doing.
That's what he's okay.
Look what's inside his hat. It's a tough nut.
Wow.
Wow.
Looked like it punched him on the cheek first.
Wow.
He's spitting out and wiping his mouth. It's a tough nut to swallow.
Actually, Rainer says no one can beat the sheer dumbness of my old Patreon reads. Rainer, actually, they have been finally beaten. Let me pull this up real quick.
Oh no.
Rainer, you're off the hook. You and Sean
Thomas
Lockridge.
Jefferson University is apologizing for one of its graduation ceremonies. During the commencement yesterday, several names were dramatically mispronounced.
Several?
Alisuna Cole Bishop, Sayer Uvun Jinju Brinan,
No, there's no way.
Amy Lee Zubeth Bratowski,
Oh, that's Dean's sister. no?
Marlena Zobeth Camp, Tom Mulme,
Bro, it's Thomas Jefferson
Having a
University.
stroke. Jesus.
Yes, it's going viral.
So,
I
Rainer,
thought
you're
that
off the
was
hook.
the-
It's
Wasn't
like
there a
you've
girl
gone
that
your
was
whole
like-
life and never run into a Thomas before? Like, what the?
Tamume. Well, I think they only gave her the phonetic pronunciation of the names, not the actual.
That was
just
like a
written
live
names.
AA Ron.
Yeah,
AA Ron?
exactly. Exactly. Speaking of Patreon, I have the envelopes and the labels, so these should be getting shipped tomorrow or Thursday for the last cycle. My apologies for the delay. I have no excuse. Patreon, we have a few tiers. We have the hot seat for those who just want the digital benefits for $5 a month. $7.50 gets you these stickers bi-monthly. Certified Crispy is the $15, and you can get a figure fix assistance and a certificate of crispiness. We also have the What a Guy tier, which is $25 a month. You get the Pog Deluxe set, and it doubles all the stickers we send and all the benefits of the previous tiers. Looking at our YouTube channel memberships, we have Absolute Irvin, Alvin J, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Hansen, Big Ol' Fern, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Doc Smizzle, Equan, Fat Batman, Gear Bear, Good Old Spotchka, Gotham Cenobites, Justin Sports Card, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Mike Litteris, Money Mendez, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 16 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S-Beam, Sam Giss, Scarnlord, SpongeBob SquareBalls, Sunnyvale Rust, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Mafia, and Exodus. Christian Detour says, "What's up, y'all? My day off and came to the new Hot Toy store in Seoul. It's pretty cool. Take some pics, man. That'd be really cool to see."
Hold on, Christian. Hey, really quickly though, Absolute Irvin. No one's gonna call him on that.
Absolute
Did I
Irwin.
say it wrong?
What did I say?
Anyways.
What did I say? No, now I want to
missed
know.
it, I missed
Said
it.
Irvin.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
heard
my
Irvin.
bad. There we go.
Well, we know
membership.
Zach can't pronounce his W's. Remember? Someone that
Yeah,
knows.
W. I can't pronounce many words. Patreon only tier of the YouTube channel membership is 99 cents. You get loyalty badges and chat emojis for $2.99. If you're not a Patreon, you get all the same perks. We also have TeePublic as well. Bum, ba, da, bum. And looking at the network, I want to give a shout out to Ian and Pete. They recorded their last episode for the foreseeable future. They're going to be taking about a 6-month hiatus and then kind of revisiting things. So want to give them a round of applause for all the hard work that they've done in their time on the network. And as the jewel in the crown, it's only fitting that they step back and let the rest of the diamonds shine. So shout out to Ian and Pete. We have Small Talk that's going to continue on alternating Thursdays. We may also actually have another show to take on that OFAC Thursday time slot. It'll be Thursday nights opposite of Small Talk, so stay tuned for that. Still dotting the I's and crossing the T's
Perks and
for
Brews?
that. Yeah, probably
Also,
not. Yes.
They're putting Pete in a senile home, and Ian couldn't care to do the show by himself, which is why they are not doing this anymore.
Damn.
How dare
So
you?
the people know.
How dare you
Leave
talk
it
about my
alone.
It was
postage Pete
it
like
was
that?
getting weird when Pete couldn't remember anything he was saying on the show. It sounded like he was having a stroke, and we had to just get him out of it.
What are you talking?
What are you saying? How dare you talk
This
about
is
my
classic
They made a joke.
OFAC humor.
They made a
right?
joke on the Facebook group, so I had to make a joke about them. That's why.
There you go. What a guy. We have After Dark tomorrow at 10:30 and Mind Flayer's Web. I believe we are recording on Saturday night. We're almost wrapped up with the campaign, and Dean's working on a special sticker to commemorate that gameplay. And yeah, do you guys have any shout outs that you want to give?
I have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go on.
The movie canon Geo, he put up a video of CaliCon today, and it is really funny and cool. If you guys want to check it out, just to help this dude out in the community, and also like just check out what we did for a couple days. And he put some pictures of the days he wasn't there either, because he was only there for the last day, but he covered a lot of it, and it was a cool video to watch, and it's funny, and so I wanted to shout that out for him. So it's on the movie canon. His YouTube channel is the movie canon, so check that out if you can.
Nice.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to Thor over at DCX. I did an interview with him. He does interviews for people in the community. I was just asking for a friend. I don't know when it'll air, but we recorded yesterday. It was tons of fun. Me and Thor had just a ton of fun talking. And oh my God, Zach, are you okay?
Yeah.
Play the clip.
Was it the
Play
monkey?
the clip, Zach.
No. God damn it.
It's a monkey.
Eddie knows. There's a monkey. There's a rogue monkey. Probably follow me.
Anyway,
That's a
How are you not
Sorry.
playing
tons
the
of
Justin
fun
clip right now? Come on.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. My
Individual little strands for the.
my air conditioner remote fell off the wall. The little sticky
Well,
thing.
now you know
Oh,
why
shit.
Dean didn't go. Jeez.
Well, the AirC's still
Not
working.
actually set up yet. Things are falling off the wall.
You know what, Badfish? You're fucking dead to me. You're actually fucking dead to me.
Shout out
I'm taking your little
Thor,
model and I'm
Jesus.
snapping it in half.
Oh god.
So go over there and check out DCX. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm just waiting for my episode to come out. Thor. It's like 38 episodes before mine. They need to come out. Thor.
Okay, mine was like I filmed mine like a year ago. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not the only one.
Did yours come out yet?
No.
Thor. Mine better be out ASAP. Or...
I hope Dean's comes up first. It'd be so bad.
It would be appropriate.
You'd be dead to me.
It'd be so bad.
Anyways, anyone else have any shout outs they want to give? No.
We didn't do small talk
don't.
last week, so it will be this week. Just FYI, because OFAC was on last week.
Oh, the
But
show
yeah,
that
lots of
doesn't
stuff.
talk about wrestling
Lots of
figures, but
news.
has everything wrestling themed.
Sean has literally sent like 8 wrestling photos earlier with Ric Flair, and I think that's Ric Flair.
New pickups? Is that
Yeah.
what he's- Oh, so no news?
Oh no,
then?
it's not
Just
Ric Flair.
Sean's-
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, if he wants to cover the news,
Why are you being
that's
such a
fine with
hater?
me.
I don't know,
I'm not
because
a
it's funny to
wrestling
me,
guy.
and because I like talking shit, especially about Sean.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, I know that you guys are on a Lego like hate train right now, but there's
I
so
am.
much cool Lego stuff coming out.
I'm on a
and
hate
I'm
train.
pissed that Bricks and Brews just
Wait, how do you know that we're
doesn't
on a hate
exist.
train?
Well, because I'm in that chat. We were talking about it.
Eddie, you want to take over Bricks and Brews? Is that what? I'm
Yeah,
hearing?
do you want to take over Bricks and Brews? Because if you want to do
Joke's
it,
on me. Let's not.
here
all
we
right,
go.
All right,
So
take
we'll
it
get
easy now.
we'll get one episode of Bricks and
Take it
Brews,
easy.
and that will be it.
Jesus Christ. Maybe John can
Damn.
run it for me. Jeez.
Oh shit.
Oh, how dare you!
My God.
Damn, we're just,
What's the
just flinging shots left and right.
What's the opposite of a shout out?
The hype
What's the opposite of a high beast?
Yeah.
Anyways,
Did you see? Well, let's talk about it. We've only streamed 2 hours. Did you see? I
Only
don't know
2
how to
hours.
pronounce the eye tower. Bob.
no, I'm not.
Bob
I'm
Adoli?
not. I refuse to talk about it.
Bro, that was so
Look,
sick.
let me tell you this. Okay, we could talk about it. Lego, Barrador, but
There you go.
fuck,
Babadook.
fuck Lego. Okay, let me tell you why.
Wow.
First off,
4-letter word too.
First off, they make fucking everything unaffordable, which fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
People are struggling and they're charging fucking $1 billion for a Lego set, which I get it, right? I do get it.
Do you?
But rather than making a set that's affordable for like the average person that's not super fucking rich, they pack it in as a free gift with purchase with the super expensive sets. And that shit doesn't sit right with me. I feel like, you could make that Fell Beast gift with purchase set, make it $50, it would sell out. But no, they have to fucking pack it in with a $400 set. $460. Sorry, it took me a bit to find it. $460, and if you buy it, you get a gift with purchase of the. They don't have it on the website, but it's a Fell Beast little mini set, and it's only
You're gonna get this, Zach. I know. You're gonna
bullshit.
get
No, I'm not gonna get this. If I'm gonna get any of their premium Lego sets for Lord of the Rings, it'll be Rivendell. I'm not gonna get this.
Oh, you
0%
don't have the
chance.
Rivendell? I thought you got it.
No, because it's fucking stupid expensive. I want their.
That
There's
one's
so
very
many things I would
expensive, too.
buy on their website, like the what is it fucking called? The the new Dungeons and Dragons set, which I really want. Which
Oh yeah.
It's so cool, but fuck, it's expensive.
fucking $360, bro.
Yeah, the
Ridiculous.
tower is 600 Canadian.
Yeah,
The one you were just
like I
looking
want
at.
this bad, but I
That'd
can't
be
afford
over
it.
400 Canadian, yeah.
That's fucking in art prices. Like, ain't no fucking way.
Look at Fern. He's coming up with the IKEA cues. Look at him.
Yeah. Also, why is Sauron the size of
They
all the other
subtract the
minifigs?
price of the gift. Wait,
That's
what?
true, dude. That is true.
As the Sauron minifig was the same size as the other ones. Sauron's
That's
like
because
15
they spent
feet
all the
tall.
money. Spent all the money on bunch of goofy shit. That's why.
Lego's been out of control with their prices for a long time, but
long time.
I guess
There's
they've
so many
gotten away
sets
with
that
it.
I've wanted that I just was like, I'm not buying that.
Bro, if Dean can't afford it, I definitely can't afford it.
What's the one you're most hyped for though, Eddie? You're talking about sets.
The Babadook Tower.
Oh,
Babadook?
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
I saw
I
this
just
today.
don't have fucking-
I'm just happy to see more Lord of the Rings stuff.
Yeah,
Like-
for sure. You're not wrong.
We're
And also,
gonna see
Victoria's
more
friend,
with the Gollum show.
Victoria's friend Abby bought me a third-party Lego set that is this, but it's from the book. Like it. Here, let me see if I can find it. Third-party. It's really cool. It's like a fake Lego, but it opens up like this. Here we go. She got me this for Christmas, and I haven't built it yet. But it's like the
That's pretty
book,
sick.
and then it opens up and it has a LED Eye of Sauron. So
That's pretty sweet.
I'm good,
That
honestly.
is insane.
It was actually a very nice gift, TBH. So
The book.
This
is
is
a
cool.
Nice touch.
it really is. I wish they made him like the Hobbit hole, and then like I don't know, some other thing for the second movie. Anyways, anyone else have any
dude.
shout outs they want to give?
Zach didn't even show my new this week. I got Gandalf. I haven't opened him yet.
Oh, did
But I
you
got-
put it in the chat?
Yeah, I forgot about
I'm
it
sorry.
until we were talking about Lord of the Rings. Oh shit.
Well, did you open it yet?
No, I haven't. I've been watching the
Bitch.
movies, man, and I haven't. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, saving it, saving the experience.
look
It
at
took
all
so
these
long to
guys.
get here. Wow, Badfish too.
Wow, double.
I've
Gandalf
had mine
unboxing.
for a while. It's just I
Double
actually
unboxing.
Cleared room on a shelf. I've started pricing toys for my next toy show. So while I was doing that, I was like, I'm clearing this shelf. I'm selling most of it, a bunch of Rick and Morty figures, and I'm just keeping Rick and Morty, and then all the other side characters are going. And I was like, that's where Gandalf's gonna go now. So I finally have a spot. So
Now I need a Mr. Z horse. I don't know which one you
Yeah.
got, Zach, but I think
It's
I
not
want the
bad.
same one you got.
The white one or the?
No, the brown one for the gray Gandalf. What do you think?
Yeah,
Would
it's
you
just
just
a
get a
standard Mr. Z.
Shadowfax, and even though he's the gray Gandalf, and just because that's the cooler horse. but
The
it doesn't
Mr.
go
Z,
with
Ever ride a horse?
the Mr.
It
Z,
is cooler,
white
but-
horse is fucking huge. It's like a fucking like
Clydesdale?
monster horse. Yeah, it's a huge horse.
Oh,
It's
dang.
not as like I don't know how to. I don't know anything about horses, but I like the sculpt on the smaller horse personally.
It's not a race horse. It's like a work.
Yeah, it's more like a travel horse.
Yeah.
I know nothing about horses.
Does Gandalf the Grey ever ride horses?
Yeah, in the first movie, remember he goes
Yeah.
to the library and the Citadel,
That's right. Okay, cool.
and then he has the little cart horse.
Yeah, and his
was the same
wagon.
horse.
I'm like so fixated on Shadowfax, and I'm like, does he ever ride?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Shadowfax
that's his
is
weekend
the
ride.
cooler horse to have.
Yeah. I keep the miles.
Yeah.
off
the
this
brown one goes
Yeah,
better with the
exactly.
gray. Can't with the gray.
That's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. If it was me personally, the perfect horse would be the one that I have, but in white. I think it's called Hanover horse, the Mr. Z one. But the white one, it's a beautiful sculpt. I like it better than the actual Shadowfax by Asmus. I mean, I can take pictures of all three of them if you need. Like,
I think Big Bad Toy Store has the one you're talking about still. It started
Probably.
with an H, and it was the Mr. Z horse, but I don't remember if it was that specific one. I just know it started with an H, the name of it.
let's see. Oh, they actually have a really nice horse. This might be a good Shadowfax here. This is the Hylar.
That's the one that I was looking at.
That looks pretty good. That might be a good Shadowfax.
That's cool.
But the one that I have it's goddamn, they have a lot of horses. Yeah, they don't have the one that I have anymore.
Okay.
It's really bothering me. I'm just.
I would like one for my Red Dead 2 figure I have from Lim Toys. Or
I think the one I have is the Thoroughbred. Oh, they do have the sculpt, I think. Yeah, look. Here we go. I know this is thrilling television for people still watching, but they have it in white. Yeah, that'd be a cool. Oh, I'm on
That's
wrong
the
tab.
one you have?
They have this in white. Yeah, because the one that I have I would actually probably. I have this one.
Yeah.
So this is the same sculpt, the Hanover, but in white. That's actually pretty good. That would probably be a really cool Shadowfax. Now, granted,
the
Shadowfax does look
$100.
pretty big in the movie, but so maybe this one might be a little small, but it won't be as small as who's the company that made horses recently? They were like $100. I think it might have been 3-0, or maybe it was Star Ace, but they made horses and they were like ponies. They were like real small. So you don't want a small horse.
Those Big Bad Toy Store ones were 100 versus 200 for those
What's wrong with
other
small
ones. So.
horses?
Well, I'm not buying fucking
it's eBay.
Little Sebastian.
That's why.
That's fair.
Bye bye, little Sebastian.
Oh, now as far as
Miss
if you want
you
to,
in the satisfaction.
there's cheaper deals by the way.
No.
Bye bye, little Sebastian.
We'll leave you guys on that. Anyways, I'm
Your
Zach.
500 candles in the wind.
I thought it was
I'm Dean.
10,000.
Oh yeah,
10,000.
10,000.
Fake fan. I'm Dean.
And Marco.
I'm Eddie.
I'm Badfish.
I'm Badfish.
Wow.
Did Eddie say his name? I don't remember.
That wasn't me. That was Dean.
And just one more time.
Road trip. Who's in? No, not you, Seamus. Ah,